Saturday night in the Bay Area, hometown man, Eddie Money.
Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the Most Underrated Podcast. You already know, broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios. I'm your man, Thomas the Franchise. The homie Dal Palantonio chilling across from me, man. Had to come in with some Eddie Money today.
Man.
It's a live cut, too.
It's sweet, actually.
2 tickets. Did you ever get to see him live?
I didn't.
I didn't think so. We're too young.
I know, man.
We're too young. Crazy weekend with the news of not only Eddie Money passing away, but the lead singer of the Cars as well.
I know, Mr. Rick.
Crazy stuff, man. It's funny because over the weekend, I got together with my aunt, my uncle Roselle, my aunt Holly. We all went out, and there's this local Italian spot called Dino's. It's been around since the late 60s, or maybe early 60s, sometime in the 60s, and then it's closing down for good at the end of this month.
Really?
Yeah.
Guess who knows about Dino's?
Who?
This guy.
You do.
I've been there a couple times.
Yeah, so
one of my ex-girlfriends back in the day.
Usually legendary food.
Yeah.
Now that they're closing, legendarily shitty food.
Quality control out the window?
Yeah, dude. So bad.
Did you like that rhyme? Quality control out the window. You like that?
That's not a rhyme. Where does that rhyme?
That kind of rhymes.
No. Say it again.
Control out the window. I don't know. All right, go on.
I hate to start the show off with some shots, but now.
No, I'll get it. I'll get another Bing.
Quality control out the window? You like that rhyme?
I think it sounds good.
If it's sounding good and it rhyming are
Way
different
things.
Okay.
All right, it sounds good.
Okay. Walk it back. Go walk the dogs, if you will. My goodness. Anyway, the Dino's is closing down. Yeah, quality control out the window. Rhyming or not, they just threw it out the window. The last time we went,
not good.
They took the pizza directly out of the oven.
Yeah.
Hot. Like, you know how when you get like either wood-fired pizza or it's cooked in those old ovens, those big ovens, when they take it out, it's scalding hot, dude. You got to let it chill. You put it up on a rack. No.
It's just like steak.
You
have to let it rest.
Exactly. Yep. No, dumped it right into the box, dude.
Oh.
Dumped it just right into the box. So then by the time Roselle and I got home to go watch the game, this was like a couple months ago. It was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, when they were already I don't think they had announced that they were closing down yet officially, but it was kind of in the works maybe. It was terrible. Worst pizza ever. It was like glued to the bottom of the box, dude, because it was like cooked to the bottom of the thing. You couldn't even get it off I'm like, what do we... Anyway.
Not smart.
Terrible there. So I'm like, all right. My aunt's like, hey, let's get together. Your birthday was a couple weeks ago. Let's get the family together. Let's go have one last hurrah. One last time at Dino's. It was awful, dude. Such a letdown. We go. For one, they're on a limited menu. They're running the whole limited menu for the thing. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's just get Roselle on the phone. We're going to talk to him a little bit about Eddie Money.
Okay.
You know, we were sitting there. He has a ton of stories, dude.
Does he?
If there's
this guy's
two things he knows,
guy.
it's classic rock and classic sports. Those are two things that guy knows. So we'll get him on the phone really quick. We'll talk to him about Eddie Money a little bit. I'm going to get his take on Dino's. And then we'll get your weekend. We'll get into that. Talk some sneakers and fashion. We'll get into the rest of the show. He's on I think a little bit of a time constraint, so I don't want to keep him.
Aside from him being just your uncle, no wonder why you hang out with him all the time, dude.
Why?
Classic sports, classic rock. Say no more.
I've learned.
Sounds sick.
I've learned many of lessons.
I like this guy.
This guy knows a lot. Think he'll answer the phone first try?
Hopefully.
Especially when I just call him out the blue. I actually told him too. I was like, hey, you want to come on the show?
So,
Uncle Jim, what's going on? Did you just wake up right now? You're on the show.
No. Oh, how you doing?
Welcome, Roselle.
Can you hear the music in the background or no?
I cannot hear the music.
Okay, I didn't think so. That's fine.
I've all heard it before.
Yeah, it's just Eddie Money in the background live. No big deal. So we also, obviously we have Eddie Money passing away, but then we have the lead singer of the Cars as well. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. Huh? That's crazy shit,
He's a little
dude.
older than I thought. He was an older guy.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Money, first thoughts. Did you see him in concert?
I seen Eddie Money 3 times. I saw him the first time opening up with the Rolling Stones in '78 at Folsom Field.
Nice.
Wow. That's
after his first album.
Nice. How many times? Just once?
Yeah, I saw him in '78 one time, and then down in Florida, Disney World.
Drugs?
Kids, he did a New York show or a New Year's Eve show in Disney World, and that's where I met him. Went back towards the backstage and got him to sign a baseball and BS for a second or two about Brooklyn.
Was he or were you on drugs during this time when you saw him?
Was he on drugs?
Were you on drugs?
No, I was with the family at Disney World.
What about at Folsom?
What about what?
What about at Folsom Field? Drugs?
No, I wasn't on drugs at Folsom Field either.
I'm just wondering. It's the 70s. So I was just telling Dallas about our experience at Dino's Saturday night, how it was awful. They were on a limited menu. It was the last time we were going. It was one of the worst experiences I've had at Dino's because not only were they on limited menu, we waited about an hour and 45 minutes. And then they tell you they're on limited menu, which has no lasagna on the menu. We see about 5 people going by getting lasagna.
Right.
They don't even have lasagna. Yeah. Tell them.
It was squirrely. Just, keep the good memories. The last 2 times we went there weren't great.
Oh, it was awful. It was a nightmare.
Huh.
Everything from, anyways, it doesn't matter. But Dino's is closing down, ruined my whole thing. No. I was telling him about it, so I was like, let's just get Roselle on anyways.
Yeah, well, it was on the house for you twice, so you didn't have to worry about it.
Right.
The worst experience is you didn't pay.
Hey, I said I wasn't paying. I was like, hey, I'm not gonna.
I'm just having fun with you.
Yeah, there's no way I could pay for that. The first time it was glued to the bottom.
I couldn't pay for that.
Yeah, exactly. First time it was glued to the bottom. The second time, normally what they do is they bring the pizza out and they set it on the top of a pizza. What is that called, Roselle? The thing they set it on, like a pizza, not a tray, but like it's elevated.
They didn't have a cooling rack.
Cooling rack, yeah. So it's elevated off the table a little bit. Normally they come out and they set that on there because the way their ovens cook the pizza, the shit is literally piping hot. So it needs to cool from the bottom. Well, when you set it on a tray or you set it in a box or you set it flat on top of something, it's going to melt to it. It can't cool. Oh, shit. So not only did that happen when we got it delivered, but last night they just gave us a tray, bro. They brought out the pizza on a metal tray. And I was like, this still feels doughy. But it's not that it was still doughy. It's the fact that it didn't cool correctly. And so now everything was so molten hot. Yeah. It's just melted and it's not good, bro. It's like it's hard to explain. It's like a soupy.
They're the old, thanks for coming. We're too busy to make it right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
I love those places. We're busy. Well, that means you can fuck it up then.
Right. So that was the Dino's experience from the weekend. But here, let me get back to Eddie Money, Uncle Jim. What's your favorite?
Eddie Money.
What's your favorite song? Do you have a favorite?
Give me some water.
Give me some water. Let me put that one. I'm gonna cue that up next.
Yeah, I seen him down at Taste of Colorado too. I yelled at him and kind of over the fence when he was done.
Did you get a wave? Did you get anything?
Yeah, you get the head nod with the New York head nod.
That's it.
Nice.
Did you get any autographs or anything over the years?
Yeah, I had him autograph a baseball down in Florida when I saw him.
Do you still have the baseball?
I mean, Eddie Money wasn't on the top of my rock and roll list of great bands or anything. He was just a good entertainer and had a good time. And he was from New York. His dad worked at the Ebbets Field when my uncle's dad worked there in the 50s. So I always thought that was like a cool little connection.
Yeah, I like that. Nice. Do you still have the baseball?
He was a New York cop, and my uncle's a New York cop, so it was kind of cool to watch him, but he wasn't on the top of my list, but he had good stuff.
You still have the Eddie Money baseball?
On Access. Yes, I still have the Eddie Money baseball.
Are you selling it?
No, I'm not selling the Eddie Money baseball.
What did you say about a TV show on Access?
He had a TV show on Access.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually saw some of the episodes, Roselle. It sounds like it was really just it was kind of really a reality show based off of, just his family, right? And the family business. And the interesting part. Family. Go ahead.
All his kids played, and he's got a smelling hot daughter.
Yes, he does. His wife is hot for sure. Did you know back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know his wife actually confused him with John Mellencamp?
No shit.
Yeah.
Did she? I met him too.
Oh, did you? Nice. Pink houses, love it. So check this out. Yeah. So
we used to call him Melonhead
because he had a big ass head. Yeah, for
John
sure.
Melonhead.
John Melonhead
coming to town.
Nice. Pink houses, Melonhead. Hey, so his TV show, it seemed like it was just really a reality show based off his family. But what I found unique about it, Roselle, I don't know if you know this. Did you know all his kids still live with him at the time?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it was a really interesting dynamic, which, as me being a kid, shit, my parents were like, get the hell out of here at 18, 19 years old. Right. Like, what are you going to do with yourself?
For graduation.
Yeah, for sure. But I actually saw an interview that he did, and I can't remember who he did the interview with, but they asked him, they said, why do you have your kids? You still living there? And how do you feel about that? And Eddie Money basically just says, man, hey, I love my family. I love my kids. That's what I'm here for. But he's like, I was kind of a crazy guy back in the day. So, having my kids close, I can watch them, keep an eye on them, make sure they're doing the right things. So I found it pretty interesting. Like the family dynamic between Eddie Money and his family just seemed super powerful, man. So I was super, super, super pumped on that.
When he first came out with his first album, I think it was like late 70s. That was the whole 2 Tickets to Paradise.
He came out in 78.
And that was the 2 Tickets to Paradise. That's what really blew him up big and got him his popularity. And then by the time, you get into the 80s, mid 80s, the sounds had kind of started to change a little bit. So he was able to change his sound, stay with the times. And a lot of people considered him washed up by the time I was born, mid 80s. People were like, he's kind of out of the game.
Yeah.
Then he comes back with the slew of hits. Check this out. He comes back with Take Me Home Tonight in 86, monster smash.
Awesome.
Then he comes back in 87, Endless Nights, big hit. Walk on Water. In 88, Love in Your Eyes. And then 89 with his final top 20 entry, Piece of Our Time. So he was able to stay relevant over the span of the decade. You know?
At least almost 2 decades, right?
Yeah.
70s and 80s were probably his. Would you say 80s were probably the early 80s were probably his biggest? Roselle, what do you think?
Yeah, early 80s.
Yeah, because dude, my favorite hit, I got to tell you, mine was Shaken, and that was released in 82,
dude.
man. I love Shaken.
I think that's my
there
Uncle
you go.
Kev's jam too.
That's my favorite
Uncle
tune
Kev
from Eddie,
loves
man.
that jam, dude.
Did you ever see? Hey, Roselle, did you ever see the music video to Shaken?
Oh, I don't remember it, Dallas.
Check this out, man. So he's with, I think, a Hispanic lady in the video, and they're literally driving lowriders, and they go to not like a drive-in, but like a drive-through. You know how
Dude, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, you know how you go to Sonic, right, and you'd order, and they bring out your food.
Car hop.
Yeah, so they were looking at another lowrider, and then they were having like a bounce off or whatever, and then they go race together, and Eddie's in the passenger seat freaking out because this woman is just a crazy ass. I love it, man. It's such a great video as well.
Nice. Thanks for coming on, Uncle Jim. I just wanted to bring you on kind of to shit on Dino's for a quick second and then to talk a little Eddie Money. Actually, before I let you go, the cars. What do you know about, what is it, Ric Ocasek?
Ocasek, yep.
Yeah, he was out of Ohio, but I'd never heard of him. I never heard the Cars till I came out here in 83, and I didn't realize he was that old. He's 75 years old. So he didn't really even hit it till he was, in his 30s.
Yeah.
I mean, in 83. But I was never a big Cars fan.
What I'm trying to think of, how many hits do you know by the Cars, Dal?
I don't know.
Probably,
Oh,
man, probably a few of them.
Are they one of those bands where they have so many hits, but you don't really know them until you hear them, and you're like, oh shit, that's the Cars? Oh, that's the Cars?
Right, they're like Cheap Trick, Zach.
Yeah,
totally.
All of a sudden, we're digging up songs. No, that was them.
No doubt, yeah.
Well,
Roselle and I went to the Cheap Trick concert. We were doing that. We're like, oh shit.
Well, so what I would say is the band actually has, they had 13 top 40 singles, man.
Wow.
So I think you're absolutely correct when you think of like, oh my God, I can't think of anything from the Cars, but the moment you hear it, you're tuned in. And, so songs like Good Times Roll, Just When I Needed were kind of two of their biggest. But did you know, Roselle, that Rick actually was arguably more of a influential producer maybe than a music man. So he produced things with Bad Religion, which is a punk band. He did things with No Doubt. He did production values with Weezer. So, his music was more in the 80s, early 90s. I think they actually disbanded in 1984. Correct me if I'm wrong on
when
that.
When they start?
Yeah, that don't sound right. 84 don't sound right. That's too early.
Well,
when they disbanded?
Yeah, there was something with an issue they had in 84, and then they got back together and had some tough, whatever, had some tough things going on. But
here you go. Band originated in 76. The band broke up in 88. And since Ocasek had since stated that a reunion would never happen, or died
anyway,
or died in 2000 from pancreatic cancer. And in 2005, Easton and Hawks joined Todd Rundgren to reform a spin-off band, The New Cars, which performed classic Cars songs alongside new material. So there you go.
See, them guys just never quit trying to get checks.
Right? Do you? Yeah. Why would you?
Yeah, no doubt.
I guess I'll be down to selling matchboxes, but I'll just still be selling cars. I mean, what the hell's that?
No shit. Sweet, man. Well, thank you for calling in, man. Thanks for letting us call you, joining the show.
Call in. You called me.
You called me.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool.
Talk to you later.
Thanks,
All right,
Roselle.
man, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Uncle Roselle joined the show. No, I told him, I was like, we need to have you on more. People request you on. They see you on my story and they're like, get this guy on the show more. Get this guy on the show more. So when he has a little knowledge, when he has a little something that he can add to the show, I think it's good to bring him on. But dude, looking through the, let me go to the cars, bro.
Dude, go through their hit list.
Jeez.
It's incredible, dude.
They have
hits on hits on hits.
everything from this joint.
Whoa, it's magic.
Great jam.
Great jam.
All right, I'm going to play some car shit underneath our stuff. R.I.P. to Ric Ocasek. R.I.P. to Eddie Money, man.
Man, being sorely missed, for
Yeah,
sure.
Definitely, though, there's some of those guys that, like we were just talking about, you don't even realize just how many hits they have until they just come on classic rock radio, and you're like, oh, damn,
Yeah.
I know this one. Oh, I know this one. Oh, I know this one. And it's just a never-ending slew of hits, man, from both the Cars and Eddie Money. So,
Yeah, no doubt.
R.I.P. to both of those guys. The weekends, Dal, how was your weekend, man?
Weekend was crazy, man. So we actually got together and did a few things, cleaned up the studio, made some room, just, first week.
Yeah.
My first week.
Right.
Kind of in it, still confused, still new, still weird. It's like, definitely have some training wheels. You know what I mean?
It feels weird, dude. It feels weird at first. And that's to anyone, whether you're doing something, whether you're leaving something that you've done forever to do something you enjoy, or you're just taking a new job. If you're leaving a job or something you've been at forever and you're just taking a whole new job in the same industry, whatever, there always is going to be a transition period. It's always going to feel a little weird. It happened to me when I first started doing this first. It's probably going to happen to me again because now it feels real with you and me being able to do this full time together. But it's something that it's hard to explain, dude. It's going to be a transition though. It's going to feel a little weird. It's going to feel a little like, all right, we have so many things to do. Where do we start? What do we do? And the only way, we were talking about that this morning, the only way we can kind of get going is lists,
lists and prioritizing those things.
Yeah, yeah. And I think speaking of prioritizing, I think a lot of people have been asking about the show. What does this mean for the show? Are we getting more content? What's Dal doing? Like, here's what's going on with the show. We've always been transparent with you guys, and we'll continue to be. The direction we're going to go moving forward is obviously live. Live is the biggest. Live and merchandise are the two biggest focuses that we have going. Merch for you guys, so you guys can rock the show, support the show. We've been getting asked forever about merch. Again, I've told you I'm not going to put out BS, and until I find that it's up to the standard, that's what we want it to be. Just had a great talk with a printer this morning. I think we're in that direction now. We're getting to the direction of being able to drop this merch.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to have the first drop around the end of this month. We've been working towards that, working hard for it. And it's also lining stuff up on the back end, making sure you have enough stuff to keep going, right? But then when it comes to doing this, so we got that figured out. But then when it comes to doing the show live, that's a whole nother element we're trying to figure out as well.
Yeah.
How do we do the show live? Do we need another person? We need someone controlling the live, controlling the angles. Do we
buying product?
Right. Yeah. Do we just do the show live and then upload it later? Do we go live and actually not only record the show live, but publish it live, like regular radio?
Yeah.
So all that stuff is the direction we're moving into. It takes time, but that's the focus. The main focus is going live and getting merch, and those two things are ASAP. So that's what we're continually working on every day. When I'm not editing or doing this show, that's what I'm working towards for the show. But even content on the channel, man, I got to get more content. I got to make sure I'm still getting sneaker content and stuff up on the channel too. So that also makes it tough. But the live thing, once we're taking away the 6 to 8 hour process of what the cast is after we do the 2 hour show.
Sure.
Once we take that away, it's going to be so freeing.
It's almost like what I was telling you this morning,
It's going to be so freeing.
If you're an influencer, if you're hosting a morning show, people kind of depend on you. You're that face. Man, if we're spending so much time on that back end, it's easily forgotten.
Well, yeah, you can't be.
I'm just saying.
That's the thing. You can't be the back end and the front and the face of the show. Like you can't be. Why do you think Ted had to hire Dirty Earn and his lady and whatever? Like he had to split the thing with Seger and figure out, because you figure out at some point you're not Superman and you think you are. You think, oh shit, I got this, dude. I could do it all. You can't.
Or you want the control.
Yeah.
And you just can't do it all.
No. Yeah.
No way.
Yep. So
Takes a team.
takes a team. That's
It absolutely does.
dude. I'm learning so much about that. Just every day, I
Yeah.
learn more and more about that from what you and I do here, what we do with the listeners, the stuff we do on social media with the listeners,
Right?
down to my relationship. Dude, everything is a team, bro, and it's all balance and it's all a team. And if if you don't have people that support what you do alongside of you,
Yeah.
it's not to say that everyone has to give up what they're doing and join your
Yeah.
movement or join what you're
And
doing.
nobody's going to see the vision quite like you
no,
are.
no.
But as long as they support it.
Yeah, but as long as they support it, and that's what I mean. Just like my lady, dude, just being able to, when I'm sitting there editing, and I'm just able to, I'm editing, I'm doing whatever, and she's cooking dinner, like, and then all of a sudden dinner just shows up, and I'm able to eat and just continue working, dude.
Yeah.
All that stuff is I'm so thankful for that, and that is stuff that it sounds simple, right? It's eating dinner, like who cares? But the fact that I don't have to get up, get out of editing mode, try to go make dinner or figure it out. The fact that she just comes around the corner with dinner because she sees I'm fucking grinding and I'm working hard. I'm trying to get this out for you guys is team, dude. That's team right there. You know, me noticing she's out of some stuff and picking some stuff up for her just without her knowing, like grocery store shit, whatever. That's team.
Team shit.
Her getting together the click list yesterday, dude. She got the whole click list together for King Supers.
Oh, nice.
She set it up. I have an appointment today. I got to go pick it up between 3 and 4.
Oh,
She's
dope.
like, babe, I got all the groceries ready. It's all done. All you got to do is pick it up. It's just team, dog. And I'm learning that more and more throughout every aspect of my life. And I have a lot of, I'll be real with you guys. I have a lot of family shit going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, totally.
Dallas knows, and I just can't share it with you guys right now. I want to. I'm not in the position to. And yeah, it'll come, man. You guys are gonna know everything in time. I just can't share it right now. I can't.
Time and place for everything, my friend.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
timing is everything.
You guys will know soon enough, man. You'll figure out what's going on. I've talked about vlogs. Us being able to do the show live is going to free up so much time for us to do vlogs, dude.
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
Not so much time for us to do vlogs, but just if we drop like 2 vlogs a week, dude, just like us doing our thing, man, creating this business, the behind the scenes of it, dropping vlogs, all that is possible once we do the show live. Like all that time comes back now. Now I can spend that 6 to 8 hours. Now I can spend that time editing a few vlog videos.
Yeah.
You know?
We can actually spend time listening to time by hooting the blowfish versus wasting time.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
I dig it.
So yeah, man, that's kind of sorry, I kind of went in like 10 different directions.
I love
there.
it, man. So let's get back to my weekend real quick. So check it out, man. Had to fill up the love tank a little bit, and Robin and I actually went to a distillery. It's called Bear Creek Distillery. So it's down just off of Broadway, actually kind of where you used to work, man, by Certified.
Okay.
It's down in that area. But here's the cool thing. So Robin has introduced me to someone new. So she actually works for Core Power Yoga, right? We all know that. So the studio, whoever manages or runs
someone new.
Yeah, to someone new.
What does that mean? It sounds like Robin doesn't. Are you saying she doesn't want to be with you anymore? She introduced you to someone new. She's like, here, this girl's lovely. Just please take him off my hands.
Interesting how your brain went. No, that is
my bad.
Wow. That is not the case. So Robin
introduced me to someone new.
Robin's trying to find us new couple friends.
Oh, nice.
And we found one. And so this young lady actually runs the studio that Robin works for. So obviously her and Robin have a great relationship, right?
Yeah.
I think Robin even has a kind of a woman crush a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little woman crush on that.
She just met her through the studio?
Yeah. It's kind of her boss.
All right.
In a weird way, because she
has
runs
a husband
the studio.
Or
yeah, and she has a husband. I think she's been married.
About a couple friends.
Yeah, she's been married like 7 years, and they've been together like over 10. That kind of thing. And he's actually pretty cool, man. I don't want to throw any names out there, but he's actually pretty cool, man. So I'm kind of one of those guys who like I don't need any more friends. I got a shitload of friends.
Yeah,
okay, I got friends and I was even a little apprehensive about going on this date at the last minute. Not because it would piss off Robin. Sometimes I'm pretty good at pissing her off, but I was like in my head, I'm thinking, damn, I don't need any more friends. Like if I want to go out and I want to go get some drinks, I'd want to do it with you. I'd want to go do it with like Muzzy. I'd want to go do it with Mueller, right? Or these whatever. I don't want any more new friends.
Yeah.
But this helps out Robin, right? So I agreed to do it, and I was kind of dragging my feet a little bit. But as I talked to this young lady's husband, dude, he's been a buyer for BC Surf and Sport for over 10 years.
Oh.
So this guy has got knowledge, dog. This guy's got knowledge on street culture, on dunks, we were having dunk conversations.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I remember when dunks were great. Let's make dunks great again. You know, that kind of thing. And I was telling him about the Supreme
I do
dunks.
too.
I was telling him about the UNC dunks, and I was talking to him about the Costin joints, and he's like, yeah, Costin's great. The dunks are trash. Those dunks are trash.
Wasn't a fan.
So, it was interesting to kind of talk to him about this. And then,
Did he say what he didn't like about him? What doesn't he like, and what does he like about the old dunks?
I think he's just an old head in terms of like.
I always have questions for those people. I want to know why.
His concept was like
more than just saying I'm an old head. Why? Why are those dunks trash?
Because I was like, dude, dunks are back again. He's like, dunks never left. Dunks were always there.
Yeah.
You made the choice to not have them. You made, all this kind of. So it's kind of that old head mentality,
Taking
right?
some shots at you.
Yeah, it's cool, man. But I know a lot more about sneakers. But he knows more about buying and the relationships with these companies that he would buy for BC. But I used to be a Smith sunglasses rep for a little while. So I used to go to the mountains, and dude, I started dropping names of companies that I used to work with and local companies. Dude, he's like, oh yeah, Floyd from Me Glad. Oh yeah, I know that same guy. We he's like, actually, I was texting him yesterday.
Nice.
Because this brand that I loved back in the day just kind of fell by the wayside, right? It was kind of a mom pop shit. Dude, the brand's back. I just found out, went to their website, bought a new shirt, good to go.
What brand is it?
Me Glad.
Me Glad
is what it's called. Yeah.
Me Glad.
They were out of Frisco Breckenridge, and now the owner Floyd brought it down to Denver.
Nice.
They do some local printing here. I was even thinking about calling them for some of our merch stuff, which is pretty sick. But long story short, we had some great drinks. We played 80s and 90s trivia that night. And at this place, the owner, which is super sick, it's actually owned, it's like a five-way ownership, I think. So one of the owners out of the five actually spins vinyl 2 nights a week.
Oh, dope.
Dude, so we were listening to some of the greatest hip-hop, dude. Anything from Wu-Tang to De La Soul to The Far Side. Dude, we were grinding. We had great drinks, man. Great atmosphere. And they had like these bags of popcorn.
Yeah.
Because they don't have, with most distilleries, they don't have like a food license and all that. So you can just kind of bring your own food in there, but they're not going to supply it. Eating popcorn, dude, having trivia. This couple's pretty cool, man.
Nice.
This couple is pretty cool, so I could see myself hanging out with them a little bit here and there.
Have you guys gone on some other couples dates that have not been so cool? Where it's like, it wasn't really, we're not gonna add them into the equation quite yet.
Nah, not really. I mean, Robin's got some other friends, and I've met, that I'm cool with, and we've had dinner and stuff, but like, wouldn't say we're friends necessarily. Yeah. We're acquaintances, and I'll go to have dinner with them and whatnot, but whatever makes Robin happy. But these guys I could actually see maybe being friends versus just acquaintances. I thought they were pretty cool.
Nice, dude.
So that was cool, man. Outside of that, I was a lazy dickhead yesterday.
Why?
I watched football all day.
What else would you do?
Well, Robin would say, did you clean the bathroom? Did you clean the toilet? But I did flex the love muscle, and her sink.
Whoa. Flex the love muscle.
Yeah, not that
Calm
love
down,
muscle.
guy. Calm down, guy.
Not that love muscle.
Whoa.
She was having a problem with her sink, that she does a lot of her makeup and stuff at, whatever. Shit was clogged, dog. Shit was filling up. Like, it wouldn't drain properly. Dude, I got some drain snakes, went in there.
Oh,
fucking, dude.
Nice.
Got like 2 handfuls of like hair, dude, from just years of grossness. There's 2 things that Robin and I know each other very, very well on. I know that she hates hair. Drain hair, wet hair, gross hair.
Who doesn't hate that?
Well, I don't mind it. It's fine. I just need to clean it. It's no big deal.
Oh, it's gross.
Some people hate vomit. I hate vomit. Vomit.
Both.
I'll clean up shit all day. Vomit, I'm out of here, man.
All 3 of them.
I
Shit,
smell
vomit,
it.
and hair. I'm out.
I smell it. I see
I
it.
don't do any of those.
I'm gonna vomit.
Sounds awful.
You know what I mean? So I was able to do that. Whereas with her, so her big thing is hair and shit. My big thing is food. Now it can be minutes old, it can be hours old, it can be days old, but older food. Now I love leftovers, but like stuff that's like stuck to plates and that kind of shit that's in the sink that's been sitting for minutes or hours. Dude, I'm so fucking grossed out by it.
So if you're doing dishes and you put the thing down in there to clog the drain, and it's catching a bunch of egg residue and stuff from the breakfast.
Dude, I'm so fucking grossed out.
Some cornflakes in there, soggy.
I would, if somebody says, hey man, will you clean that sink full of just grossness? Or they said, or if you don't want to do that, I'll slam your balls in a drawer. I'm taking I'll take
No, you're not.
I'll take the slam my balls in a
No,
drawer.
you're not.
Oh, for sure.
No, you're not.
I cannot stand food, dude. Residue in water, all slimy and gross. Like, nah, dude, not
You're
for
getting
me.
your balls slammed in a door, guy. They're probably gonna have some.
Oh my god.
No, but
Unplanned but worthy. I like it. So yeah, man. So that was my weekend. So now I can clean out hair out of the drains.
Yeah, that's
I'll just be
good.
like, hey, babe, take care of that fucking gross food.
You're the hair
I'm
master.
out, but I'm the hair master.
yesterday, dude, my lady showed up, got home from the store.
Yeah.
It reminds me, she just got the Drano stuff you pour down because our shower starting to get a little. You know, we have to do it probably once every 3 months.
I'll come over there. I'll clean out the hair. I got the drain snakes.
We don't ever use snakes. We just pour the stuff down it and let it do its thing.
Sometimes it works, but eventually you need to snake the drains.
Oh no,
It's important.
yeah, you're gonna come over and snake them.
I'll snake them.
All right, I like
I'll
it.
snake them.
I like it.
I'll snake them. I won't come over and get my balls slammed in a drawer. I'll snake the drain.
That's perfect.
Hell yeah.
As we're talking, dude, I'm noticing everything from magic when we started with the cars
Okay.
to I'll tell you just what I needed.
Love
just
it.
what I needed. To my best friend's girl, this joint that's playing right
Mm-hmm.
now. To let the good times roll. That joint. Dude, every one of these just fire. What as you might think?
I bet there's been a lot of people remake these songs. These are great songs. They're staples.
Oh, you might think, guy.
And you might think I'm foolish.
Dude, these guys have the catalog right now. Wow.
Dude, 13 top
Yeah.
40 hits. Like, no surprise over here.
This is a jam. Oh, Shake It Up, guy?
I love that song.
This kind of sounds like Shake It Up, but it's different.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of have the same Shake
Totally.
It Up.
Yep.
You know, like that. Like
Woo,
the Shake It Up is like a little faster than
Yeah,
this.
a
but
little faster
The
tempo.
bass, if you had the boom, 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 boom. Yeah, dude. Joe Love. This is fire, man. It's unfortunate when these older dudes pass away, but sometimes you just go through a catalog and you just don't even know.
Yeah.
You just don't even know all the stuff that they did and all the stuff that they have. And until they pass away, it's like, oh, I don't know. I just don't go check it out. I'm probably like a lot of other people. It's like why their Spotify streams and iTunes streams go through the roof after they die, because everyone's like going to check out this person. Maybe
Totally.
they knew, maybe they didn't know, so they want to check it out. Maybe they're there for nostalgia. They
Yeah.
just want to. But whatever the case is,
That was me.
yeah, all
nostalgia.
this goes up.
Nostalgia for sure.
But I didn't, dude. I know the cars, but I didn't know they had all these. Their videos are weird, bro. All these are in video form. And this-
Eddie Money's was weird too. Like
Yeah.
the 80s videos are just.
yeah. Remember the Talking Heads? They all had the big suit jackets on.
Devo, Whip It.
Devo.
They're wearing the weird hats and they're
Yep.
like this Western and they're whipping whipping somebody's hats off and stuff. I don't get it, dude.
Whipping somebody's hat.
They were, dude. Watch the video.
I've never seen that one.
It's so weird, dude. You could pull it up now and you'd be
Whip
like,
it, and they're
yeah.
whipping each other.
and
They're whipping.
hats fall off, like clothes fall off. Nobody's naked, but it's the strangest shit you've ever seen.
I love it.
80s videos,
I love it.
super rad.
What about Right Said Fred?
I do know about Right Said Fred.
The I'm Too Sexy video?
That is weird.
Pretty weird.
I love how I was hoping Hey Stringer, do you think you'd ever wear a shirt with that showed the nips like Right Said Fred?
Let's
No.
see.
Okay.
All right. Never
All right.
mind. He's
Then
out.
No, he's out.
Let me pull up the rundown right now for the show today. We'll talk some fantasy football. We'll talk our Heaters results. We'll talk about some injuries from the NFL season.
Brutal.
Week 2. I want to do some after 2 weeks of the season. It's early. And that's why I want to do this. There's a lot of there are contenders and there are pretenders. So let's go through the 0-2 teams and the 2-0 teams and see which of those of the 0-2s are actually still contenders, even though they're 0-2. Let's see what of the 2-0 teams are pretenders. Let's go check that out later in the show. We'll get to some sneakers and fashion. Upcoming Supreme drop this Thursday. You got some info on that. We'll hit on the YouTube comments as always. Underrated news as well. Jam-packed show. First, before we get into anything else, we got a package, dude. Sent in to us from the homie Josh at Blackstone Labs. I believe he's the owner, founder
Okay.
of Blackstone Labs. And he sent in, this would have been cool when Stringer was here.
Yeah.
But he sent in, I don't want to put it up here. Actually,
Yeah.
you can just do the wide angle.
Or do you want to just put it?
Oh, I guess I can just pull it out separately.
grab and then grab some stuff.
He sent us a box full of stuff. He just hit me up, was like, yo, dude, I rock with the channel. I just want to send you a box full of stuff. There was a giant tub of protein, which is actually not in here. I took it and it's at the crib because me and my girl been using it we've been going for runs. We've been doing mad protein shit.
Yeah.
So that's already gone.
I actually took some of that, man, and been using it.
What?
The protein.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because out of your big jug, I took some and put it in
nice.
a Ziploc bag.
Nice.
So I've been taking it in the morning with my bit of fiber.
Perfect.
To make sure my shits are legit.
Well, that's chocolate. So this is the vanilla one. If you want this, you can have this one. It's the vanilla joint. Exact same thing,
nice.
just chocolate.
Oh,
Or
hell
just
yeah.
vanilla instead of chocolate.
Hell yeah.
You got that there.
The chocolate one tastes fire.
I know,
I
dude.
think it's really
That's
good.
what I'm saying.
Have
That's
you
what-
been making shakes?
Yes.
Dude.
Mia and I have been just cracking up, throwing some milk in there. Sometimes we'll do half and half milk and water, shake it up if we're going to go for a run.
I defeated the purpose yesterday.
What'd you do?
I had Robin make me one with ice cream.
What?
It was so good.
Dude, no, now you really are. I got to give you some shots.
Dude, I defeated the purpose, but it was so good.
Not only did you
I still
not
get
do
so-
anything yesterday,
still-
you laid around all day and watched football
and ordered a pizza.
oh my goodness, pizza
Yes.
and then a protein shake with ice cream.
Yeah, man, that was my good deed.
I guess you know how we're spending our weekends around here. We're really doing it. Oh, this one too?
Oh, dude. I like the nightlife, baby.
What's the name of the song? Let's go. There he is. That's
Oh,
what
nice.
it's called. Let's
Good
go.
one.
I didn't know that either. I just know I like the nightlife, baby.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
All right, so we got this. We got
Protein.
this. He sent us some gear.
What is this?
Dude, Blackstone Labs hoodie.
Oh, you know what? You know what's nice about this? It's not traditional hoodie material.
No, it's like a lightweight
it's like-
workout joint, dude.
Yeah,
you
you
go
could
running
really
in that
work
bit.
out with
You
it.
Go running, do some Rocky shit.
This isn't for merch.
No.
This is for the Manitou Incline.
Yes, this is for performance.
This is.
Yes.
Nice breathability.
So happy birthday. There you go on that.
I need 3 of these.
A little we need to get Stringer going on some of this stuff for his lifting
You
company.
think he knows anything about this? What does it say?
What?
Hold on. The hardcore holy grail of bodybuilding.
Blackstone Labs on the front with
Wow.
their logo. Look at that. You got the little what is that thing called? Periodic little
That's
elements or
yeah,
whatever.
I think that's the part of the periodic table of elements, mixing whatever.
DNA
Yeah.
or something. Little strand.
Ribohelix.
Ribohelix,
I don't know.
if you will. And then the hardcore, what does it say? The hardcore.
Hardcore holy grail of bodybuilding.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, so we got that.
That's marketing.
We got another one of those.
Oh, good.
We got another one of those hoodies. Got
Wait.
another one in white. We got an order list.
Nice.
That's probably the bag from the other hoodie.
All right, good.
All right, and then we got a ton of stuff. We got Extreme Pre-Workout Formula.
Whoa.
Dust V2.
Oh, dude, hit me with the stringer on that. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah!
This is a pre-workout?
Pre-workout. If you're trying to
man.
get it going, if Robin's like, hey, Dow, mow the lawn, put a scoop of there, and then you'll be no allergies, lawning.
Damn.
You'll be like, the neighbor's lawn need mowed too? Need mowed too?
Yeah. I'll probably mow.
Need mowed too?
I'm gonna mow the whole cul-de-sac.
Yeah, you just be out there on the sidewalk mowing the cement, just ready to go. All right, then we got
I'll be like Baker Mayfield in the new commercial. Did you see him? Trying to start his own
yes.
lawnmower on the field.
I think a man should mow his own lawn.
And he's got his own.
Yes.
He's got his own dad shoes on.
yes,
so
and,
good.
and the like cargo shorts.
Yes.
with the white socks pulled
yeah.
up.
Yeah, and the guy
Oh.
next to him with the big old like
Tractor?
actual driving tractor.
Yeah.
Sure, you don't need help.
No, I think a man should mow his own lawn.
Fair enough.
And he just keeps cranking on the starter.
Yeah.
It won't start, and then finally it does, and it's just a
Starts
puff
smoking.
of smoke. Fire, dude. It's a great commercial.
good.
It'd be cool if that actually translated on the field.
Yeah,
these
no doubt.
commercials,
Hey, yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. What is this?
but BCAA Orange Formula, Blackstone Labs BCAA Resurgence. I hope hope we're not being offensive with some of these products. We're not the biggest, we're not the most crazy workout guys.
So
Gym.
that makes sense. Resurgence. So
This is like
this is recovery.
Right.
So it helps muscles reduce soreness, enhances recovery, and enhances endurance. I wonder if this gives me any endurance in the bedroom as well, eh?
Well, here's another one.
Yeah.
This one has caffeine.
Oh, I need that.
Does
for
that one have
sure.
caffeine?
No caffeine in
So
this
that's
one.
just like non-caffeinated regular one. This is the caffeinated joint. So check that out. We got another bottle of this, another
Ooh,
bottle
dude,
of the green one.
Cucumber lime?
Yeah.
That sounds delightful.
They have so much shit, dude.
That sounds rich.
He just sent us a ton of stuff.
I think I could
dude.
take this to a wedding. Hey, you need some cucumber lime?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
bro.
I get
You'd be the
cucumber
guy,
lime.
just
I got you.
got you. All right.
Dang.
So we got another
Anybody who's getting married needs this.
extreme pre-workout cut with cotton candy.
Oh, that's nice.
What about that? Another pre-workout.
Wow.
Then we got another extreme pre-workout formula, Tropical Punch.
Oh, nice. That
Dust
sounds tasty.
V2. And then, dude, we just got all these pill bottles.
Uh-oh.
supplements, man. So we got the Anabolic Activator, 60 capsules. You got the Halo Elite, 90 tablets.
Dang, dude, this increases the metabolism, man, and then increases nitrogen retention. Cool.
So
Sounds tight.
so here's what we got. We got 3 bottles of this,
Okay.
and then we got 3 bottles of the one you just looked at. So that one is the Halo Elite
Wow.
dietary supplement.
So this is kind of a strength builder. Oh, this is... I wonder if this has estrogen blockers because it says on here does not convert to estrogen. I used to have weightlifting buddies back in the day who actually took estrogen blockers,
Yep.
so they'd have to cycle off that stuff. So I don't know if this is any relation, but this is pretty cool. So high anabolic dry gains, natural plant, and increases libido. Right here.
Oh, really? Nice, fellas.
Halo Elite, fella.
You need a little help with your libido, fellas. Halo Elite. Check out Blackstone Labs. Get yourself some Halo Elite. We're Blackstoned out up in here. We gotta get these. We gotta get a code so we can get you guys a discount code with this website. Let me hit up. I think my guy Josh and see
hit
if we
him
can
up.
facilitate.
See if we can do a giveaway as well, maybe or something with this.
Do a giveaway for you guys. Any of my weightlifting cats that are on the Patreon.
Fail Beast, where you at?
Fail Beast.
I mean, we'd have to send it to Australia though.
That's fine.
I think he's in Australia, mate.
Fail Beast, we're poor, so hit us up for the shipping.
And send to Foster's while you're at it. Eh?
Yeah, Foster's. Yeah, send us over a couple Foster's.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
So yeah, dude, Blackstone Labs.
In the cut.
Hooked it up. Dude, this is a lot of stuff.
Man, they really took care of us, man.
They went all out. They went all in. So I'm going to hit them up and see if I can get some giveaway stuff for you guys, as well as some codes to save you some money on Blackstone Labs products. Mm-hmm. So appreciate you, Josh and Blackstone Labs, man. Thank you, guys.
I'm going to get cut up, man.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Dallas is, if you're new to the show, Dallas thinks he's going to get big lifting by going once a month.
Yeah.
Twice a month, maybe.
At Planet.
When he's not eating ice cream protein shakes.
At Planet Fitness.
At Planet Fitness, nonetheless. He thinks he's going to get shredded.
Because Planet Fitness about that business. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Okay. Me
but
either.
I see they've already laced you into the Planet Fitness PE gear.
Yes.
Is that a Supreme Planet Fitness PE?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the exclusive.
You Mary J. Blige Planet Fitness exclusive purple.
The gold edition.
Gold. You need my Air Maxes.
Yeah.
My
Hey, check this
270s.
out. See what I'm wearing today?
I didn't. The Mastermind.
What do you know about the
mids.
Mastermind mids?
I love that they're not the blue ones because I hate the blue pair. The royal blue.
They're pretty gross.
Those are so much better though.
Yeah. These
Nice,
are cool.
dude.
You know what I hate about EQTs, and these are not jacked up yet, is the backs. The backs get all
I know
fucked up,
because
dude.
that boost just rubs on the ground.
Yeah, you got nothing to protect it. But these, I mean, they're pretty much dead stock. They're like 9.5 out of 10, dude. Like insole still legit.
Yeah.
Pretty cool shoe, man. But damn, you can buy these off of Goat StockX, dude, for like $100.
I know.
And this is a great shoe for $100.
They're still mad comfortable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say. Remember when everyone was like, "Oh, these are killing the Ultra Boost," and I was like, "Nah, they're mad." Excuse me, mad comfortable, but they're not killing the Ultra Boost.
And Ted still calls me the mid god, so
The mid god.
it works.
You are the mid god.
I
Are
am
you
the
selling all
mid-god.
your stuff?
I don't know.
All your non-mids?
Not yet.
All your Jordan highs?
Not until I need to, man. Without making any money on the cast, we'll decide.
Yeah, right. There you go. No, we're like I said, man, we're in a good direction.
The most unemployed podcast.
The most unemployed podcast, which is now employed. We're employed for you guys. We're employed here.
By Blackstone.
Blackstone Labs.
Hooked us up.
Killing it. Let's move on, man. Let's go into some football. Let's start with the most underrated fantasy league.
Okay.
Keith Cruz, talking a lot of crap on social media this week. Came at me, said I'm going down this week.
Yeah.
Keith Cruz is taking me down.
Is he taking you down?
Here's where we're at. We're in a knockdown drag out right now.
Does tonight matter? Who does it matter
Yes.
most? For
Both
him
of
or
us.
for you?
Both of us.
Who do you have tonight?
It's 135 to 137. Keith
Oh,
Cruz
shit.
is up on me.
Okay.
And after I started out like a rocket, because Lamar Jackson put up 34, Carry On put up 15, Godwin put up 22 on Thursday night.
Godwin, yep.
Andrews put up 21 with Lamar. So I was out to a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Smith-Schuster shit the bed. He did 10. Nothing great.
Yeah, I would say Smith shitter for sure. He
And then
not around.
he had the Patriots D. That's the only reason he's in this
Oh,
game.
dude.
He'd be getting his shit pushed in if he didn't have the Patriots D. They got 37.
He had the Patriots
Right.
D.
So that's why he's up on me 135 to 137.
Brutal.
He's up 2 on me. And he's got Nick Chubb tonight. I have the Cleveland defense tonight. So I'm gonna need Trevor Simeon's playing for the Jets. It might be possible to get a Patriots performance out of that Browns D. If they come out pissed off because of the way they got embarrassed at home last week, if they come out the way they should and they play the way they should, I do not see why at least 20 points. We should put up 20.
I would say they're over 10. Easy.
They should put up 20. It's Trevor Siemian and the Jets, and you guys just got embarrassed at home last weekend in week 1 after everyone's crowned you America's team.
Crown them.
I don't have the sound.
All right, let me tell you about my situation on the most underrated.
Yes. Who are you playing this week?
Your boy, Black Prez.
Oh, you are? Huh?
I am. And you know what, dude? I have a nice...
Let me look this up.
I have a nice substantial lead right now.
Yes.
I have 109. He has 78. Now, I'm all done for the week. I got nobody tonight.
You're done with 109?
I'm done.
Good luck.
But he only has 78. But guess who he has? He has not one, but two people.
Who?
He has Baker and he has Odell.
Eesh.
Am I in trouble?
Let's see. 78, 88, 98, 08. You're down 31. I would say...
I'm up 31.
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, you're up 31. Yeah, I think you're in trouble, guy. All he has to get is 15 out of each. I mean...
Seems pretty easy, right?
Yeah. I think you're in some big trouble there. As long as the Browns don't do what they did last week. And that's why I think you're in trouble. I think that they don't do what they did last week.
Bounce back for sure.
Yeah, I think they bounce back. It's the Jets. It's Siemian.
Hopefully Nick Chubb. Hopefully it's Nick Chubb regime because I do have him in a couple leagues.
Okay, so that's kind of how the most underrated fantasy league is looking right now. Dal, you lost week 1, right?
I did.
So you're on the brink of going 0-2 here.
I know, which means 0-2 teams typically don't make playoffs. That's the average.
Yeesh. So I'm 1-0, so I'd be 1-1. Keith would also be 1-1. So neither of us are really going to take a serious L here with losing the game tonight. It's just the fact that one of us is probably going to score over 150 points and lose.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
In fantasy?
Yeah.
Huge.
So, I mean, the loser's going to have the second highest points in the league this week and lose, which sucks. But Keith Cruz put up 150 last week, too. So his team is not any joke.
Yeah, his team's crazy.
I mean, he would have done, like I said, around 120, 130 this week if that Patriots D, 37, which I had him in a couple leagues as well. So it's just how it goes, man. It's how it goes. You knew they were going to go off this week. You knew it was going to be a big week for them.
Yeah.
While we're here, DraftKings tournament.
Yeah.
You did terrible. I did worse.
I was in the basement.
You and I were both in the basement, but it doesn't matter. It's your first or your last in this thing. The only person that gets paid is first place. Shout out to the homie Willie Will.
Willie Will
took down the DraftKings tournament. He's also in the fantasy league, which I beat him last week in our fantasy league, but he kicked everyone's ass in DraftKings this week. Took down $180. And by the way, did you see that we had 20 people within 5 hours?
Yeah, dude. That same day.
I put it up on Saturday. We had 20 people in 5 hours. Like, I should have known the butt chewing that I gave you guys for not getting in.
Butt chewing.
I should have known that me giving you guys that chewing, that lashing, it would have made you guys perform better, and you did. The whole thing got filled up. And then, guess what I got? A bunch of messages. Everyone's sad they got shut out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't get any messages.
Well, it's people are not necessarily sad they got shut out, but they're like, where's it at? Where's it at? I don't see it. I'm like, yeah, it was full yesterday. It's Sunday morning at 9:30. Like, it was just full, guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know? So you get, people got shut out, which I feel bad, but Willie Will don't feel bad. Shouts to Willie Will, taking it down $180. Dude, he had the cheat code yesterday. He had Dak Prescott. That was the guy to have. He was priced pretty low. Put up 28 points. So if you didn't have Dak, Pat Mahomes,
and Patriots
or Lamar, you're probably not taking down any tournaments. You needed one of those three guys, but he also had Patriots.
He did have, that's what I figured.
Yep.
With that point, dude, with 170 almost, like, you had to have Patriots D.
Yeah, I did it terrible. I took Phil Rivers, and that was awful. Let's do some where we were right, where we were wrong as far as fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it starts out with the Aaron Rodgers. I said sit him. Said he was going to do terrible against Minnesota D. Mm-hmm. He did terrible in the second half, but he lit it up in the first half.
Yeah,
Not lit it up, but 21 points. He had 18 fantasy points in the whole game. I think he had 17 at the end of the first half. The second half was garbage, but he put up 18. Phil Rivers put up 11. Killed me on everything. Killed me on DraftKings. Killed me on my own leagues. I sat Russell Wilson. Took your advice. You were wrong. Russell Wilson lit it up for 22. More than Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. Both of us.
Take that L on the way out.
Take the L on the way out.
So
I think for me, mine was Giovanni Bernard. You know, he had like 3 points.
Terrible.
Mixon actually did start. So, and I said that in my announcement, like, hey, if Mixon is out, like, he's the guy because he had some ankle issues, some foot issues. But unfortunately, he did start, and Mixon did pretty well. Bernard, otherwise, shit the bed. I thought he's going to be a great flex. He was a shitty flex this week. So that was a missed opportunity on my behalf. And then, of course, Sammy Watkins. I thought, you know, with having so many injuries, Tyreek still being out, oh my God, Mahomes in the second quarter was throwing it to anybody and everybody and having success.
Yep.
First quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter was atrocious. There's no doubt about it. But Kansas City had a hell of a second quarter, and it was amazing. And Sammy Watkins had 10 points. Not enough.
The Chiefs are going to be a very tough team to target receiver-wise this year.
Too many weapons.
Not only too many weapons, but they're all the exact same guy. They're all speedy guys that just run down the field or run up the seams. Everyone, including their running back, Williams.
Yeah.
He's wheel routing out of the backfield, showing off speed. Everyone is just burners, dude. It reminds me of the Raiders in the 80s when they had James Jett, Rocket Ishmael, and...
Oh, damn. Rocket Ishmael.
Rocket Ishmael, James Jett, and they had another dude. It was just 3 straight burners, dude. And they'd just be running flies, throwing it deep, you know. Al Davis loved the fast players. This reminds me of the same thing. You got the big arm quarterback with the gun, and that's what's scary is it's not only do you have guys that run 4-3 on all sides of the ball running, you know, on every side of the field running deep, but you have a guy that can get it to him, and he can get it to him accurately. He's dropping it in a bucket, guy. He's dropping dimes. This is not a quarterback that's just like throwing it deep, and sometimes it gets there. If they have separation and they get away from the running back, which if they run to 4-2 or 4-3, the chances are pretty good they're going to do that. This is scary. Scary, scary stuff.
Yeah, no,
we saw it happen over and over.
I totally agree, man. Outside of that, my 2 biggest wins, I think, that I called was obviously having Breda in there. Now, he's still not the end zone or the red zone back. You know, you have that Mostert.
Raheem Mostert.
Raheem Mostert had some end zone goes yesterday, but I'll tell you what, Brady had the big breakout runs. You know, he had almost 18 points yesterday, man. So that was a great win, whether you had him as a running back or as a flex. Great opportunity. And again, Austin Eckler still coming through, man. He had over 20 points. I believe he had 24.3. So damn near 25, man, coming out. So again, if it's a flex or a running back, he's getting it over there. I think he's splitting with Jackson. Am I correct on that? Yes. So they're doing some splits, but obviously Eckler's that guy, and he's earned that starting spot. He's that dude. You watch out for him. So those are kind of my 2 upsides from yesterday.
We went on social media.
We did.
And we did some advice on the most underrated story. So if you're following the most underrated Instagram account, it's Most Underrated Podcast. It's at Most Underrated Podcast on Instagram. We went on the story. We asked people, put up the question box, asked people to send in fantasy advice. We sent in a bunch of fantasy advice on Saturday, or we got on there and did fantasy advice. The ones you gave out, how did they work out? Did they work out pretty well?
Some of them. Bernard was my worst. Okay. I did give out Giovanni as a flex, but I did say if Mixon, depending on
that's
whatever.
tough. Right.
So that is tough, right? But outside of that, man, I did pretty well. I did say to look past Aaron Jones from Green Bay, and unfortunately, Green Bay just did well. Their D was great.
Both of us said that on last week's show. When we were talking about Rodgers, we both were like,
he's not proven himself yet.
But
he's
same
not
thing,
the
he
starter.
did 18.
Yeah, he's
I didn't think Minnesota's D'd fold like that.
I mean, dude, look at that. Like, he had, week 1, he had 59% of the snaps, and then obviously Williams had 41%. So again, it's not proven. You still had split reps yesterday, but he played well, or the defense from the Vikes just sucked it up. I don't know what to say. So I think those were my 2 big L's, but everything outside of that, man, I made pretty good sense. What about the hamburger meat?
Oh, yeah, dude. You like that?
I thought that was hilarious.
There's a lot of people that probably don't follow the cast. They follow my own social, but they don't follow the cast, so maybe they didn't see it. But, dude, I was having some insane neck pain. So I woke up Saturday morning, bro, and I was telling my girl, I was like, babe, I'm like turning like this to her to talk. Like,
because you have to turn your whole body.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever seen that Full House episode where Uncle Joey sprains his neck, but he's like this. And that's what he has to do. They put him in like a rolling chair.
Yeah.
And then he just turns like this to talk to everyone because his neck's so fucked up. And then one time they're like out and he's like sitting this way and he's just staring. And this lady like gets all pissed off and asks what he's looking at. And he's like, oh, nothing. I just can't move. She's like, well, you better figure it out and stop looking this way. And he's like, okay. And he just turns his chair like this because he can't move his neck.
Right.
He just turns and looks the whole other way. That was me, bro.
Dang.
So I was having some serious neck pain on Saturday. I was like, babe, you gotta give me a massage. You gotta like rub this is hurting bad. Like I need you to dig in, get this nerve. I got like a pinched nerve or something, you know? So she's doing that, and I saw you just did your next one because we were kind of rotating. You were taking one, I was taking one, and we would just go back and forth and pop on the.
It was tight,
and we would do video. So I think I want to do more of that. Are you cool with that?
I was way cool with that,
right.
But dude, I can't. There's no way I could one up, dude. I was thinking of ways I could one up it.
Oh, you don't have to one up, guys.
I told Robin. So we have this handheld like massager that's like looks like something you'd hang your like suit on. It's like this long.
Oh, okay,
dude.
yeah.
And you can massage yourself. So after I saw yours, I'm like, well, shit. What am I gonna do now? I'm like, Robin, grab that tool.
Oh my god.
So I start like trying to record myself like this.
Oh
dude,
my god.
It was impossible. I'm like, babe, can you record me doing this? But then it wouldn't be as natural. It wouldn't be as cool.
No.
So then I'm like,
dude, that's the thing. I was hoping that you wouldn't get crazy and take it as like, oh, I need to get crazy and one up it.
Dude, I almost did.
Because I was like, I was
because
sitting
I didn't
there.
think you were being serious.
I was being dead serious, dude. Because I was sitting there, Mia was rubbing my back out, bro. Like it was hurting, and I saw you had just did yours. I was like, oh, Dal just did his other one. I go, should I just do it like this? I was like, fuck it, might as well. And I just pulled the camera up, boom, one take, Jake. Actually, I think it took me 2 tries because the first time I was showing too much of her, like too much up that angle. She didn't want to be on there.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, dude, it was just like. Just did my shit.
Dude, I thought it was a game.
Didn't it come across natural on the story?
Oh, it was so natural.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
How many takes did this guy have? I thought, man, like, did you have the chains on as well?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Because I had the Ric Flair shirt on and I had my chains on, and I was like, I just took my shirt off so she could rub CBD, dude. She was using Pure Spectrum CBD, rubbing it on my neck.
Yeah.
And I was like, babe, get it in there good. Like I'm hurting, I can't turn my neck. Like I'm messed up.
Man.
And so she was rubbing the Pure Spectrum. She's like, let me grab some CBD. So she started rubbing the CBD, massaging.
Yeah.
So after she was doing it for like 3, 4, 5 minutes, all of a sudden I see your story come on. I'm like, I got to go. I got to get mine recorded. So I was like, screw it. All right, man. Hey, I got a little neck pain going on. Don't worry about it. Here's the pick.
And it was so natural. I thought it was just like a pre-planned skit almost.
No.
It was so good. Dude, the production value on this was incredible.
All I was doing was sitting there in a chair with gold chains on and no shirt.
Yeah.
So you had my chest hair hanging out, AKA the taco meat, as Dal and the Monday Midsole call it.
Yeah.
And it was just chest hair out. She was rubbing my neck and I was giving the pick.
Dude, Robin was prepping for her yoga class. I had to stop her whole thing. And I'm like, babe, check this out. What are we going to do? And she's like, oh my God.
How, dude, it was, it's not a game. It was not to be funny. That was like, I was in a serious state of, I need some relief.
It was probably the highlight of my weekend.
Nice.
I fucking laughed my ass off.
I know. And you sent it to me and I was like, dude, did you see the new one I did? Cause you sent me
you said,
yo, I just did mine. And I was like, dude, did you see the new one I did? Cause all those things were expired in like 2 hours. So I was like, dude, we got to get to these before we get going, you know?
Get them going.
And so we got to a bunch of them. Some of them I didn't respond to on the story. Some of them I just responded to individually just to give people the advice because we were running out of time before kickoff. But it was fun. So if you guys are not following us on the Most Underrated Podcast Instagram account, you need to be, because you can get some fantasy advice. You can get some fantasy lineup advice. You can send us your questions, and we'll try to get that shit answered all the way up until kickoff. I mean, if you could start sending us your questions on Friday, that'd be great.
Yeah, we have some time.
Yeah, so we can have some time to, because I want to give you guys the best answers I can, and nobody's 100%, man. Nobody's 100%. Nobody that manages fantasy rosters 100%. And I'll tell you who's the worst. The absolute worst is the guys on ESPN. Matt Berry and all those guys on ESPN are, I don't know how they're experts.
Yeah.
That's some of the worst I've seen. Not only that, have you seen on Sunday Night Football, when those guys pick games, just always go against the majority. Last night I told Mia, I go, Mike Tirico's the only one on the Falcons. You know what that means? Falcons are going to win. She goes, what do you mean? Why? And I just had to break it all down, explain it to her. Dude, and what happened? Falcons win.
Falcons.
They don't even need the spread.
Yeah.
What were the Eagles? A couple point favorite?
I think 2.5.
2.5. Yeah. Didn't even need it. End up winning the game outright.
Yeah.
Mike Tirico, only one on him. Everyone else in the Sunday Night Football studio, Harrison and homeboy from Pro Football Talk, Florio, all those fools. Everyone on the Eagles. Every single person except Mike Tirico. So if you want to bet money, let's look up those percentages.
Yeah.
I wonder we should start keeping track of those percentages throughout the season.
Matthew Berry's awful.
And go with the majorities and go against the majorities and see if we come out ahead.
I bet we
making
do.
money. But fantasy, yeah, dude. Matt Berry, all those guys.
Can't do it.
I've gotten nothing but bad advice from those guys over the years.
Yeah.
Because I think they just look at this. I think they don't have time to really
like research the historical.
Watch the games. I don't think they sit there and watch the games and watch what's actually going on. I think they look up stats and they look up numbers and they get all
analytical.
But they don't see. Yeah, you're not sitting there actually watching the game and seeing what's going on. Here's what I'll tell you. Watching the games yesterday, I've made the determination, unless Aaron Donald's out for the year, or unless there's some serious injuries on that D-line, I am never again, I don't care if it's who it is, I'm never again playing a running back this season against the Rams D. I'm just not.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm just not. The past 2 weeks, if that's any indication, Kamara was held to what, 31 yards or some shit? Like, it's not good.
He was under 50.
Not
I know
good,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
And that's Alvin Kamara, one of the most elite in the league. And
versatile.
Yeah, you can get him in a ton of different. Now, I get he didn't have Drew Brees for the whole game. Maybe Brees opening up the passing game, it would have opened it up more for him.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but I just know that they shut him down, dude. They shut down the whole running game. Latavius Murray was shut down.
Aaron Donald had to shut himself down with a back injury and came back.
Yeah, saw that. But he's the one that put Brees
But
up.
unfortunately, that happened after he already took out Brees.
So let's move into the injuries. Let's first, with Ben and Brees injuries, let's get into Brees first.
Yeah, Brees. So thumb injury.
Yep.
He actually stayed back in L.A. after the game to see a hand specialist and actually had surgery today, which puts him at least 6 to 8 weeks out.
Oh, shit.
At least. So I only have him in one league. So obviously in Mario's league, I'll be looking for a new QB because I only have one. Because I thought Brees would be good because I think his bye is like week 8, 9, somewhere in there, right?
Yeah.
Like middle of the road. So now I've got to find a new QB here in the next couple of days. Like stat. You know what I mean?
Brees is so with that injury, I mean, it sucks because he's kind of coming to the end of his career anyway.
Yeah, two more years, maybe 3.
You want him to be healthy through the end.
Yeah.
These kind of injuries are what will accelerate the retirement, that kind of stuff, him not being able to grip the ball, him not being able to be, he's such a competitor.
Yeah. And did you know he has a record for starts?
No.
I think he's
going to lose that?
One of the years where he, I think it was 2013, where he actually missed one start, but outside of that, dude, like since high school, dog, like he is one of the best records with just overall starts.
Crazy.
So that sucks, man, because he's always in. He's
Iron
always
Man.
in.
Yeah. So him going out, and then the Ben Roethlisberger injury as well.
And that was breaking news this morning, man.
Yep, he's gonna have surgery.
Yeah,
that's done for the year then?
So he is on. Season-ending injury. So IR obviously for the rest of the year. Elbow. We don't really know what it is, but he had an MRI this morning, and that's where they made the assessment to have the emergency surgery, get it done, and he is out for the season. I hadn't really heard much about the elbow. It sounds like now the team is kind of saying, he had it was problematic. There was some issues, but we as fans didn't hear much about it. Did you?
No.
I didn't hear much about it.
I didn't hear anything about it before the game, and all I saw during the game was that the throw, and he started, kind of wincing. And
was he playing tennis in the off season?
I don't know. Tennis elbow.
Did or when I bet when he threw a pass,
he ripped it.
He probably knocked somebody's helmet.
Well, that's what I
or something.
saw. I was trying to find out if he banged it on something, and none of the highlights I saw showed him banging it on a helmet or bumping it anywhere. It just shows like him ripping the ball and then him grimacing, and then him trying it again and grimacing. Yeah. And that was it.
I feel really bad for you.
What do you mean?
You have him in Dynasty.
I'm in trouble here.
Yeah.
I'm in real trouble, guy. You don't know. So Dynasty, if you're unfamiliar, Dynasty means you continue keeping your players year to year. So you're like a real GM. Well, I have Cam Newton and Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh God.
And dude, I don't have any young talent behind him. I have Nick Mullins on the bench, and I have Trevor Siemian now on the bench, just in case Cam can't go the rest of the year. Because, dude, all the quarterbacks are taken. I tried to go get the backup for Ben, Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Gone, sitting on someone's bench deep. And
dude,
they've had him for a while.
There's a great draft class coming, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not trying to tank for Tua. I'm trying to get going this year. I'm 1-0. I'm about to go 2-0 right now. Even with starting Cam Newton the other night and getting 13 points out of him on Thursday Night Football, I'm still gonna win this week.
Wow.
Well, I had the Patriots D in Dynasty.
Oh, I was gonna say, what whack ass team are you playing?
So yeah, I had the Patriots D.
Oh, that helps.
But I also have Kamara and Dalvin Cook in that dynasty. So 2 young running backs. The rest of my team, I got some young receivers. My shit is pretty solidified. My quarterback position is just
bad.
And the problem is, like I said, all the backups are gone, dude. Every young guy, Drew Lock, everyone that might be a future, just in like real life, they're gone. They're on teams. So I have chosen to build my team with running backs and with receivers, and I've chosen to take them early in the draft because every year you have a draft just like the NFL does, and you get a chance to take new players that are coming into the NFL, guys out of college. That's how I got Kamara. That's how I got Dalvin Cook. I got them as rookies when they were coming into the draft. I've not taken any quarterbacks, dude, and now it's going to come back to bite me. Because all of a sudden, it's like, I knew Ben was breaking down and he was eventually going to go, but it's like all of a sudden we turned our head and Cam Newton is just falling off a cliff.
Yeah.
I thought I'd have Cam consistently for at least another 5 years.
Yeah.
Good. Solid quarterback, 5 more years. Then he'd start breaking down. I did not expect what we got Thursday night.
You did not expect him to turn into Thelma from Thelma and Louise, did you?
No.
Me either.
Not especially not as quick as Thursday night. So I'm in some real trouble here, guy. If Cam can't play and what's his name? Roethlisberger, he's done for sure.
Yeah.
So if Cam goes out for this season, dude, I'm gonna have to trade. I have no quarterback other than Trevor Siemian that actually plays.
And trading in Dynasty is
here's
weird.
what I need. If Cam goes out, I need homeboy to have mono the rest of the year.
Darnold. Sam Darnold.
Yeah, because I need to have Simeon. I need someone to be able to start the rest of the year. No matter how bad he is, at least I can start somebody.
That's what I was going to talk about next. So Sam Darnold with mono.
Yes.
It sounds like it was indefinitely ruled out indefinitely is what they called it.
Yep.
But it sounds like just yesterday the Jets were actually talking about him, saying, "Hey, he's getting his rest. He's feeling better already." That being said, I don't see him out for the season. Number one. Number two, though, I mean, is it a week 6? Is it a week 8 kind of comeback? We'll see what happens there. But that was out of the blue. Like, dude, mono's a serious thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think they used to call mono the kissing disease. Am I correct on that?
Yes, I remember that.
Because of the saliva to transmit it to somebody else, that kind of thing. You don't hear about it much. Typically, mono is, you'd get mono if you're kind of overworked and never taking any rest, never just always going. You hear about it once or twice here and there, but not a good thing. Not a good thing, man. So, well wishes to him.
Okay, so you're not. It sounds like he's not going to be out the year. That's not good news for me.
Yeah,
but as long as Cam plays, I'm fine.
Yeah,
as long as Cam plays, I'm fine. That's kind of what it comes down to. Speaking of Cam, different Cam Jordan.
Yes.
Did you, dude? Can we? I got to shoot the NFL.
The referees, dude, what are we doing?
I feel so bad for the New Orleans Saints, the people of New Orleans, the fans. This is the 3rd game in a row. Did you see week 1? They got screwed on a call too.
Yep.
Dude, this is the 3rd game in a row going back to last season in the NFC Championship game where they're just blatantly getting screwed by the referees.
Yep.
No chance to reverse it.
Nothing.
No chance to change it. They're just straight getting screwed. It's to the point where it's funny because we changed the pass interference rule in the offseason this year because to help out, and so this doesn't happen again, and now they're getting screwed on other shit that can't be reversed. If you don't know what we're talking about, Sunday, the New Orleans Saints picked up a fumble. I think this is before Drew Brees went out of the game.
I can't be too sure on that, but it sounds correct.
It's early in the game.
It's early.
Cam Jordan picks up a fumble. It comes out of Jared Goff's hands, and he kind of his arm hits it forward, but it was clearly out of his hand. But when the arm was going forward, definitely a fumble. Cam Jordan picks it up and shows some wheels.
Yeah,
runs 87 yards for a touchdown.
Sick.
They're blowing it dead. And once they blow the play dead on it, as the defensive player picks it up and is running, once they blow it dead, it doesn't matter what happened. You can't take it back. You can't give them a touchdown. So what needs to happen, and they've gone over this in the offseason, is referees, when it's a close call like that, let it go.
Yeah.
Let my man run for a touchdown.
Let him.
Because you're going to review the touchdown no matter what. You can always review that and go back and say it wasn't a touchdown because it was still in his hand.
Or because
it was
of
still
whatever.
in his hand going forward, The fact that they did not rule that a touchdown and give themselves the net, the fact that they just said, no, I'm right, we don't need any net, and then they were not right, they were wrong, they called it they called it a incomplete pass when it clearly wasn't an incomplete pass, so they reviewed that and got it correct, but then they just give the Saints the ball at their own 15 or their own 10-yard line. They don't give them the touchdown.
It's the worst.
Which is, it has to be mind-numbing. If you're a Saints fan, if you're a Saints coach, if you're from New Orleans, if you're, if you support that organization in any way, this has got to be just getting
too much.
More and more anger. I'd be getting more and more angry. Like, what the hell is going on here, guys? Like, the NFL should be treating the Saints with white gloves after they screwed them out of a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah.
It should have been the Saints in the Super Bowl.
I agree.
Against the Patriots last year. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting stuff. This is what Cam Jordan had to say about the referees not making the call, not letting him run for the touchdown and calling it incomplete too early.
You say a touchdown got taken away. I mean, I didn't even hear the whistle. I grabbed the ball 15, 20 yards down, and allegedly a whistle was blown. Clearly, I mean, the whistle was blown. Where normally you let the play happen. Any referee usually tells you you let the play happen, and then you go back and review the play.
Look at that, dude. Any Foot Locker referee.
Wow.
Or he says that he goes to say any Foot Locker employee.
Yeah.
And then any Foot Locker referee should know that you should just let him run for the touchdown, then review the touchdown and make the correct call.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense. But that's funny stuff. He's getting some heat for that. I think that's funny. You think he's going to get fined by the NFL?
No.
You know, you can't talk any crap about the refs. You can't say anything about the referees.
Right.
You can't mention officials. You can't do any of that.
Yeah, he certainly might.
It's close.
Because of that, yeah.
It's on the fringe.
It's on the fringe. Did you see Foot Locker came out? He actually apologized. He's like, hey, Foot Locker, I didn't mean no shade, nothing like that.
Oh.
Foot Locker came back and says, hey, man, you're all good.
Nice.
You know, so
well, why
cool.
would they take offense to that?
No.
They're the ones that put their employees in referee shirts.
That's true.
If you guys are offended, change your freaking dress code.
Yeah, no doubt.
What do you mean?
And hem your pants.
What's
Pants are awful over there.
Oh, just because, they make them wear dress pants with
from
their referee
1992.
shirts. Yeah.
I would take them to my lady and get them all hemmed.
Get them sewn up a little
Fitted
bit.
real nice so I could wear my Jordan 1s looking sick.
We don't have to spend a ton of time on it, but Antonio Brown's accuser meeting with the league.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that hopefully we'll know a little more today. I don't really have any more info on it than that. But that is big news. So that's going to be going down today. Antonio Brown's accuser meeting with the NFL. She just got back from getting married, I think.
Oh, really?
Something like that. She was on vacation.
Well, she needs his money to help pay that off.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't
want to say I'm not on whose side. I just want the facts. I just want to see what happens. You know. So, anyways, in Antonio Brown's socials though, they look pretty happy.
Oh, really?
I don't know what to tell you. But
what do you mean by that? What does that mean?
So Antonio Brown has released a lot of his social media where they did videos together where she was a part of it. And, they both look like they're pretty damn happy on all of those. I think it was on Twitter and Gram. So he released a lot of those videos to say, look, man, we didn't have no problems. I don't know where this is all coming because we were both really happy and, that kind of thing. So I think he's trying to validate his side of the story and validate his case just by saying, like, where's she coming from with this? What the hell is going on here? But, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing the facts, and we'll see what plays out with that. Again, just to wrap up injuries, did anybody from the Philadelphia Eagles finish last night?
Oh, that was crazy.
I'm just wondering.
That was wild.
Carson Wentz obviously did finish the game. He went out for a little bit, concussion protocol, right? He had the red helmet on, and went up to the coach and said, look, man, give me back in. I'm ready to go. So they put him in pretty quick, obviously, to take the reins over from McCowan, who actually wasn't even playing in the league. Did you know that? He was taking care of his kids. He was being some sort of announcer. I forget what.
He was doing, he was doing TV. I don't know what it was.
TV.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the backup, and, great for him to make $100,000 last night by playing. I'm sure that was awesome.
Yeah, no shit.
But Alshon Jeffrey out, right? It sounds like he was a Cav, and then Deshaun
Djax killed me last night, dude. Killed me. I put him in multiple fantasy leagues. I had him in a couple DraftKings stacks. Like, just crushed me, dude.
And it sounds like he's out with a groin.
Yep.
Groin issues. Dude, that was just, and then obviously Wentz going out for a little bit. That was a brutal game, man. There was a lot of injuries. Matt Bosher, the punter he's punting with the bad groin. He looks shitty.
Well, he was supposed to be the kickoff guy too.
And he said he's not going to do the kickoffs.
He couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So they had to have Matt Bryant, their old ass kicker that they just re-signed as well to do kickoffs. He couldn't even get it to the 5.
I know.
Or he was getting it to the 5 barely. Like his leg, did you see him from 50 too? He struggles from 50. He made the first one from 50, but then the second one, he chunked it right off the turf too. Yeah, it was brutal. Let me go into let me get some football music. Let's go into our heaters.
Let's do it.
We're both 3-2 on the year going into this weekend.
You know what? I haven't even looked at my heaters results.
Let's take a look.
This is all going to be a surprise to me.
Let's take a look.
Uh-oh.
Dow Palantonio,
I know I missed the Chargers.
Chargers minus 2.5. They don't even win the game.
They don't even win the game. They lose by 3.
Phil killed me, though. I thought it was going to be a shootout, dude. I thought you were going to see Stafford and Phil just shooting it out. My first one, Broncos plus 2.5. What do you know?
Ooh.
What do you know?
I like it.
What do you know about that? Broncos plus 2.5. That's a dub.
I thought you never bet on the home
I loved
crowd.
it. I felt it, guys.
You felt it.
I felt it, and they had the win. They had the win up until the Broncos decided to play prevent defense, which always prevents wins. Never play prevent defense. The only thing it does is prevent wins.
Yep.
Every single time. If you play... Tell me this. If the Broncos get into a regular formation there at the end and they're rushing Trubisky like they normally were the whole game, does he have time to stand in there and run around and wait and find a guy downfield? I get that you have 9 guys in coverage. I understand. I get you're rushing. You have 8 guys down there. You're rushing 3. But the 8 guys are not covering. They're leaving holes all over the place. Play normal defense. Send a rush and don't let them get down the field. Leave them no time to do that kind of shit. If you're rushing them, how far down the field can the defenders usually get, or the receivers usually get?
Right.
Once you're rushing them, I never understand that in the end of game situations and in Hail Mary situations, why teams put 15 guys. Okay, not 15 guys, but you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Why they put the majority of the team in the secondary and they rush 3. And they give the quarterback this huge time to wind up and throw a Hail Mary. If you don't even give him the time to wind up, it doesn't exist. I don't understand this. And the fact that defensive coaches continue to run prevent, it blows my mind.
Ridiculous.
If you would have just run regular D there, how much money you paying Chris Harris? Lock him up one-on-one, please. And make this fool go all Joe Flacco 2013 playoffs on you and make him throw it over your safety's head. Mm-hmm. And rush the shit out of him. Send Von Miller and Bradley Chubb off the edge. You know they need a ton of yards to get in field goal range. Yeah. Why are you just backing everybody off and saying, we'll cover, we'll give you the time, go ahead and throw it down the field?
What's the worst that could happen? You win a Super Bowl like Flacco and the Ravens did? Great.
It's the worst, dog. I'm so annoyed with that. So
that puts you at 1-0 and me at 0-1 so far.
You're next up with the Eagles. Mm-hmm. Eagles minus 1.5 last night. Dow. That's an L.
Take the L again.
We talked a little bit about you going with a lot of favorites here. You only have 1 dog. Mm-hmm. I think the favorites, so far, they're looking to bite you in the dick.
Yep.
So you're 0-2.
0-2.
I got the Cardinals, plus 13 with Kyler Murray. They come in and cover that easily against the Ravens, 23-17.
Yep.
That's another dub there for me. Then you got the Chiefs minus 7, easy for you.
Yeah.
I have the Raiders plus 7, that's my L.
Mm-hmm. All right. Nice nice of you to have an L. Thank you. So that puts you at 2-1 and me at 1-3. Or 1-2.
1-2, yep. Then you got Saints plus 2, Dow Palantonio. Mm-hmm. Not good. Mm-hmm. Not enough points there.
I know.
But who saw who saw Breeze going out? I feel bad for you on that one.
I know.
I mean, it sucks because if you're someone that is dude, imagine sitting in Vegas and you just put down $5,000 on the Saints on a Sunday. And then Breeze is out in the first quarter. How mad are you right now? Do you just walk away from the sports book and don't even hang around to try to?
Yeah.
You just I just gave away $5,000.
Yeah.
That's
then you go play craps and you lose your dick there as well.
And that's why they don't allow you to open hotel rooms in Vegas. They don't want you jumping from the top.
Fair enough.
Ending your life.
Yeah.
After you're so depressed from losing all your money.
So that puts me 1-3.
1-3.
What was yours?
Houston minus 9. Texans minus 9.
That is an L.
That is good news and bad news. It's good news because it's an L on my side. Mm-hmm. The bad news is you also had Houston minus 9.
Oh, yes.
For your last pick.
Oh, my God.
So we both took an L on that one.
God.
So I am 3-2.
I'm 1-4.
1-4 on the week for you. My other one didn't turn out well. But actually, no, I didn't cover because they were favored. It was the Steelers minus 4 against the Hawks. And they lost the game by 2, 28-26.
Yep.
So I didn't cover there. So I went another 3-2 this week. Lost on. Oh no! I went 2-3.
2-3.
Shit, I shit the bed. So I gained 2 wins. So that puts me at 5. I had 3 losses. So that puts me at 5. I'm 5-5 for the year.
And I should be 4.
You have 1 win, so you're 4.
4-6.
And you have 4 losses, 4-6. 5-5 and 4-6.
Yep.
That's where we're at on the year. So just 1 game better. I started out the week hot, and then I pooped the bed there.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing.
Good stuff, heaters.
I should have had Dallas in there. Dallas is my new...
Easy, dude.
Dallas is my Kansas City from last year.
Dallas was the... Yeah.
That's what it is.
Dallas looks good, don't they?
They do.
Dak looks like the man.
Hey,
guy.
look, dude, he's out to go.
You called it. That's where you were right in fantasy this week. You said start Dak. He's
dude,
the man.
He's out to go get that contract. No doubt about it.
Let's move into some this. Let's go into week 2. Let's look at the teams really quick.
Okay.
Let's look at the 2-0 teams and let's look at the 0-2 teams, and let's do contender and pretender. Let's start with the 2-0 teams.
2-0s.
New England Patriots. I think it's pretty easy contender.
Easy. You know what? It's a little early, but this may be an undefeated season.
They're a contender.
They're a contender
I'm
for sure.
not saying undefeated season, but they're a contender.
I'm saying that there's a chance. They're looking good. Dude, they have the defense to back up the offense this year. I think this is probably their best defense since their undefeated season. Was that 2013?
No way, bud. 2007.
2007?
Yeah, because that was the first year they got Randy Moss. It was 07.
Oh, goddamn. That was a long time ago.
Long time ago, dude.
Yeah,
I know.
undefeated's a tough thing. But, man, they have a defense that'll play with their offense now. Whew.
Staying in the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills at 2-0, guy.
Yeah.
What do you know there? What do you think about the Bills? Josh Allen.
I like Josh Allen, man. I think he's great. I'm going to start him in some DK this year at some point. We'll just see what it is. But, dude, we're talking they beat the Jets and the Giants.
That's what I was just going to say.
Okay, so I'm going to say pretender.
And they got the Bengals coming up this Sunday. So another snoozer.
Another snoozer for sure. So I'm going to say
should be an easy matchup.
I'm going to say a pretender at thus far, but I like Josh Allen. Dude, I like Josh Allen a lot, and I'm going to use him later on in DraftKings. Trust me on that.
I'm going to say contender on the Bills.
Okay, why is that?
Their schedule. They got the Bengals. Then they have the Patriots.
That's
a
what I'm
hard
worried
game.
about, yeah.
But then you got the Titans. That's a toss up there.
Titans are
look good week 1. Didn't look good yesterday.
I put some respect on their name. I watch out for the Titans.
I wouldn't say the Titans are a juggernaut.
Mike Vrabel will come out and get you.
They're beatable.
Yeah.
Dolphins, that's a win.
Oh, easy.
Eagles, beatable. Redskins, beatable. Browns currently look beatable.
Yeah.
Dolphins again. Broncos, beatable. Cowboys, they lose. Ravens, they probably lose. Steelers, beatable now with Mason Rudolph at quarterback for the rest of the year.
Ben Roethlisberger out. Yeah. Juju not heard of. James Conner. Do you know he went down with a knee injury? I forgot all about that.
Yes, did he? And he didn't come back in.
He didn't come back in.
know,
So
it's been
I don't know
Jalen
how
Samuels.
serious it is. We might be just talking one game or two, but,
Hey,
he's
if you
out.
need running back help, go pick up Jalen Samuels off the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Go put that request in, man. So then they finish out with the Patriots and Steelers. Bills always play the Patriots tough because of the division rivalry.
They do.
So you never know there. But I think the Bills are contender. It's early in the year, but I like them.
The schedule's in their
You're
favor.
saying you're contender or pretender?
I think thus far, just because of what we've seen and their matchups, I don't think they've seen anybody worth calling a contender yet.
Not yet. Okay.
So, but like you said, they do. I'm with you on the other side that says they have a favorable schedule to make them a possible contender. So, but right now, based off what I've seen, pretender so far.
Let's finish out the AFC East. Let's go with the Dolphins at 0-2. We're not going to talk about the Jets because we don't know if they're going to be 0-2 till tonight.
Who? Dolphins?
So Dolphins 0-2.
Never heard of her.
Exactly.
The whole team, half the team wants to leave.
Yeah.
Dude, there's been 3 to 5
shoot the
individuals. There's 3 to 5 individuals on that haven't been named for sure yet. Some of them, 2 of them have. But Kenyon Drake, they're looking at letting him go now.
Yeah,
all of a sudden. Now, I don't blame him for that, but there's about 5 individuals who have reached out to their agents to get them the hell out of there. So it's a sinking ship. Brian Flores has no control of that team. Dude, I just want to sing that song. Dido? I will go down with this ship. I'm not going to go down with them.
Yeah.
But the Dolphins, they're in trouble, dog.
Out on the Dolphins. I agree.
Out.
Pretender, I told you they're tanking. AFC North, Baltimore Ravens at 2-0 in the AFC North.
I'm going to say contender. And why I say contender, they've always been known for their defense. The defense is going to be there. We all thought Lamar Jackson was a runner. We all thought he was just the mobile quarterback that could just get out of things, escape things, and really depend on his legs. We're seeing arm strength. We're seeing great tosses. We're seeing rookies play. We're seeing. I'm a little worried about Mark Ingram. He got hurt. I don't know how serious. Or
he came in and scored a touchdown late.
Yeah,
but
so I don't know.
Questionable still. I think it was questionable before the game.
Yeah, the severity of that, I'm not too terribly worried about. But dude, I think all around they're a good, if not.
Even with the teams they played Cardinals and Dolphins.
Yeah, no, I'm not too worried about that. But I think we're seeing.
You're seeing contender though.
I see contender. I see.
Okay.
And Lamar Jackson, I just see a lot in him, man. I see him. I see him doing big things this year.
They're a contender in my book as well.
Yeah.
I was worried about the defense more before the season because they had lost some guys on that side of the ball, some guys that have been leaders. I'm not worried anymore.
Their defense was okay. I've had their defense in 2 leagues for the last 2 weeks.
Their defense is going to struggle this weekend, though. Big struggle this weekend. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the game of the weekend. Chiefs-Ravens this weekend at 11 a.m. from Arrowhead.
Ooh.
That's going to be fun.
I'm coming over.
Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. That's going to be fun.
I'm coming over.
Foreshadowing. That's going to be fun. Obviously, I think I'm with you. I don't think they've played any great defenses. Lamar shredded them up, but that's the whole point. Lamar has shredded them up. It's not like he's just gotten by against Arizona and Miami.
Yeah.
He's shredded them up. I feel like he's fully capable of doing the same thing to the Chiefs defense, who isn't that great.
Yeah.
We
thought Oakland and KC was going to be good. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this game.
I agree. I was disappointed with Oakland. I thought they'd do better out there on the dirt.
Same.
Last game out on the sandlot.
Ever on the sandlot, yeah.
I thought they'd do a lot better. That was disappointing.
I'm not disappointed about that. I hate that field.
Well, I'm disappointed because I had them in the bet. Couldn't even stay within 7. Let's stick in that division, dude. AFC North. The 0-2 teams here. Again, Browns, we won't know until tonight, so we won't talk about them. But Pittsburgh Steelers and Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to start with the Bengals. That's definitely a pretender. Easy. I don't think they're going anywhere.
I agree.
They're 0-2. They're not going anywhere. We've talked about them not being good this year. Bad O-line. Mixon now hurt. Steelers. Pretender for sure.
Pretender, yeah.
Dude, they looked better with Mason Rudolph after he came in there.
I
was
agree.
like, thank goodness he came in there. At least Juju Smith-Schuster got a little value. He scored 10 points. He had no points all the way through 3 quarters. 4th quarter coming around, I'm like, can we get Juju going here?
Yeah.
So finally,
I'm curious to see him get some reps, Mason, this week. See what he can do.
He looks good, dude.
Get some continuity now. All of a sudden,
good. And this is one of those sneaker kids that sit behind, kind of like Aaron Rodgers was way back behind Brett Favre. Like you almost didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm excited. I think Mason Rudolph can do some good things. I'm going to say pretender, still a first-year quarterback, having to take you through the whole season. And it's not Bill Belichick's system with Matt Castle. It's Mike Tomlin.
You think Mike Tomlin's on the hot seat halfway through the season?
Gosh, no, just because they never fire anyone in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
the
that's
Roonies
true.
have had 3 coaches in 25, 60 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what the record is.
The
Roonies
Roonies are loony.
Let's go to the AFC South. No one's 2-0 there.
No.
So the only team that we're talking about in this division is the Jackson. Everyone else is 500. We're talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars at 0-2. Are they better? Are they still a contender? Or at 0-2, are they a pretender?
That's a tough one for me. I would say I'm more impressed with Gardner Minshew's performance than not.
Right.
I think they had a great chance yesterday. They almost pulled it out. Dude, at a very, very tough place to play in Houston, man. That's a tough crowd. So, I'm going to say more on the contender side, just in terms of what they can do now that Foles is out. Like their whole plan for the whole season is busted up.
Yeah.
The concern I have though, for them to be a contender, dude, Fournette can't be a piece of shit, and he continues to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So from that aspect, I think Gardner's going to get it together. I think Dede, I think Jalen Ramsey, I think they've got some pretty good D on there. I think they even got some good pass rush. But, dude, if they don't get that running game together and either let Fournette go, trade him, move him, retire his ass, I don't know. I'm a little worried about that. So there's some things that they've got to figure out. But they've also almost won some close games. So.
Dude, I'm going to say contender.
Yeah.
Minshew is way better. I thought they were screwed without Foles. Other than the running game, the lack of the running game, which we've talked about with Yeldon and all the stuff they've been trying to get going there. Yeah. Other than that, I feel like the team's pretty solid. And I would say Minshew can make enough plays to keep you in any game, whether it's with his arm or with his legs. Have you seen that fool take off with his legs? He kind of throws a little whirling dervish, little random spin move, a little fake juke 10 yards away from the guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight.
I think he should continue wearing his cowboy boots on the field. the mustache and the cowboy boots and the 90s jeans that are a little too baggy, I'm feeling it.
He's a 70s throwback.
We could be best friends.
He's a throwback.
Hey, by the way,
a whole throwback Thursday
Yeldon's
himself.
not even there. Where is Yeldon? Is he in Buffalo?
Well, I think it's Buffalo, yeah.
Buffalo.
Yep.
Okay.
But no, they've had trouble with the running game since they tried to get Fournette. They've had trouble with this running game the past few seasons, and they still struggle with it.
Did you see Doug Maroney and Jalen going at it?
Doug Marone and Jalen Ramsey.
They had to be separated?
Yeah, dude, I did.
I want to know what the hell was said.
I
but
did.
Doug Maroney on the presser was like, oh, I don't really remember it.
I know.
Okay, guy. Get the hell out of here.
I don't really know what happened.
There was a fight? I don't remember. Jalen Ramsey? I don't know.
Never heard of him.
No.
All right, so I think, are you saying contender?
Yes.
All right, Jacksonville and I, are you and I are the same on Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Both contender there. And let's go down to finish out the AFC here with the AFC West. And we're talking Chiefs at 2-0. Obviously contender.
Absolutely.
And not really much more to say there. They just look dangerous. We talked about them at the beginning of the show, or at the beginning of the fantasy segment, just with its bombs away. It's not the greatest thing for fantasy. It's going to be hard to choose which receiver. Even Kelsey, I mean, he might not be consistent throughout the year.
Yeah.
The Chiefs had one quarter where they went off yesterday.
Yeah.
The rest of the game, they sucked. They didn't score any points other than in the second quarter.
I see some health Gronk tendencies with
Dude,
Kelsey.
I was just going to give me some. I was just going to say the same thing,
You know what I mean?
bro.
Did you see that yesterday?
Yesterday,
Yeah.
getting up slow,
Yeah.
moving slow. You can tell it's starting to take a toll
I don't like
on
it.
Travis Kelsey.
I don't like it.
What do you mean?
I have him in 2 leagues. I don't like
Oh,
it.
you don't like it from that standpoint?
I don't like it.
Yeah, dude.
But I see it.
So in that same division, you have Raiders and Chargers both at 500. We'll leave them alone. Broncos at 0-2.
Yeah. I hate to do it, man. Pretender. I don't see. I see them getting better, but like I told you last cast, I think they're going to be lucky to be a 500 team.
Yeesh.
That's what I think. You said 2 games over 500, I believe. I see them at a 500.
I said 9. I say 500 or 9-7.
I see them a 500 team at best. So to me, that's a pretender. I don't see it. I don't feel. I love them. I don't see it, man.
Yeah, you losing those 2 games early in the season, especially the way they lost yesterday, that could be very, very deflating,
Dude,
man. It's your
that was a must win.
Your first home game. You have it.
win.
I mean, honestly, you didn't really have it. You were losing the entire game.
Right.
You had it the last drive in the 2-point conversion, and then, like I said, you played prevent to prevent your win. So, pretender.
Yep.
Pretender on Denver. Let's move over to the NFC. Obviously, we just talked about the Cowboys, NFC East, dominating.
Scared.
2-0. Cowboys only 2-0 team in that division. Phillies behind them with 1-1, 500. Cowboys contender for sure.
Absolutely.
What about the Giants at 0-2 and the Redskins at 0-2?
The Giants, absolutely not. They are not a contender. Too many injuries with Sterling Shepard. Evan Ingram can't. He just can't handle that workload, unfortunately. And Saquon, dude, all you have to do is put the box up and box him out. He's going to get his, and he's still doing well. He's still pulling great numbers. He's still arguably the first and second drafted out of the fantasy this year for good reason. I like him. He just has no help, dude. That O-line is no good. Their running game is the only thing. They're in the air game. Eli's probably out by week 6.
Oh, okay.
Week 6
That's what I was going to ask you.
I think Eli's
over
out.
under on weeks. You say 6.
At earliest, I would say probably by 8. By week 8, he's out. Daniel Jones is in. They just have nothing over there. They have nothing to really be proud of. The running game, like I said, you can box him out any day of the week. Again, Saquon is still that anomaly because he's going to get his. He's just he's the best running back in the league right now. But dude, they have no help. They have no assistance. I saw a couple good passes from Eli that I'm reminded of the past, but the Giants are living in the past, and they've got to move on. I don't know if I don't know if Jones is that guy.
I think you might see him this year, dude. I mean, this week. I was reading this morning, Pat Shurmur still non-committal on if Eli's the starter for week 3.
Wow.
I know. I don't know for sure if he's just non-committal. So I don't know if that means he doesn't want to answer the questions or what, but he didn't say Eli's our starter for week 3. So who knows? It could be as early as this week. I'm with you though. No matter what, pretender. Yeah. I do think they got to get Daniel Jones in there sooner than later. Let the kid get some reps. As long as the O-line's not beating him to hell, let him get some reps.
Yeah.
Let him get in there. Redskins, what do you think on them?
Redskins.
Case Keenum has looked impressive at times, but
he's still that dude. He's still Case Keenum.
Right.
I see the Redskins in that division, dude. That's a tough division. So for me, again, they'd be lucky to be a 500 team. Peterson, didn't have some amazing runs yesterday, but obviously with Darius Geis out, was able to get some touches. He actually made the top 5 list now.
Nice.
I don't know if you saw that with the running backs of all time. So he made that list, but. 500 team.
I'm with you. Pretender. Packers at 2-0. Let's move on to the NFC North. Packers 2-0. What do you think there, dude? Eking out a win against the Bears week 1.
Yeah.
Like it's a little 10-3 joint.
Eking out is the best way to put that.
And then, for sure. Then you got them yesterday. Eking out again against Minnesota 21-16. And I say eking out because it seemed like they were going to blow them out. They scored 21 like that, and then they never scored again.
Yeah.
That was at home in Lambeau.
We had a lot of that. The Chiefs were the same.
Not the Chiefs didn't jump on him early. The Chiefs got
second
smoked
quarter
in the second.
Yeah.
Or smoked until the second quarter. Then they jumped on him, and then
then
just
third and fourth nothing.
So
we saw some of that, a little bit of that. But here's the deal: if the Packers are playing at home every game, I'm all in.
You know they got it this week?
Huh?
You know who they got this week? Broncos. Yeah. So they going 3-0, or the Broncos?
Are we going to Lambeau?
It's at home. It's here in Mile High. Rodgers coming in. Remember last time they came here? It was Sunday Night Football a couple years ago. We beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Shut them down. They couldn't even get anything going.
I think Packers have this one. I think Broncos go 0-3. That's what I do. I think.
Dang.
So I think they're more of a pretender or more of a contender, but not by much. I think you're going to see some Hail Marys from Rodgers to try to win games. Did you see that he and their new coach were already jawing at each other?
No.
Fuck, man. I don't know. There's a lot of dissonance, but I think what's going to keep them in, and you hear it all the time, defense wins Super Bowls. Defense wins championships,
yep.
Right? You see that in basketball with the Spurs for that regime for so long. And I think that's what the Packers are basing everything off of. I think if they can really keep doing well with defense, I think they've got a shot at a contender.
I'm saying pretender. And
why is that?
The schedule. Again, schedule is brutal, and I just don't think Rodgers is going to be able to stay healthy the full season. I think they're going to have some issues on that O-line. I think
you think he's going to get hit too much, I think, as well, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think he's going to stay healthy. You got the Broncos. That's a tough defense, regardless of the offense. It's still a tough D. You got the Eagles. You got the Cowboys. Lions will be easy. Raiders okay. Raiders D's looking stronger. I don't know fully what to think of the Raiders yet. Chiefs, it's going to be tough. Chargers going to be tough. Panthers, that'll be a win based off of how Cam's looking. Niners look tough. That'll be a tough game. And then you got a little bit of a better stretch. You got Giants and Redskins there, but then you go Bears Vikings right after that. So they're tough, dude. They're a tough schedule this year, and the Lions always play them tough too.
Always.
So I wouldn't put those games. I wouldn't chalk both those Lions games up as wins either. Those guys are nuts. You never know when Stafford's just going to come out and put up 49 on you. You just don't know. It's nuts.
Right.
So NFC North Packers. I'm going to say pretender just because of the schedule, and I think that Rodgers will be get banged up this year.
Okay.
NFC South. Everyone else in that division is 1-1, including the Bears. So Bears, Lions, Vikings, all 1-1. Let's go to the NFC South. The only team we're talking about in this one, everyone's 1-1 except the Panthers, dude. The team that I thought was going to represent the NFC, and now I don't even think they make the playoffs. My, how the tables have turned. Now, I should say, I should preface that by saying I did say if Cam Newton was healthy. I said if Cam Newton was back to his old self. I didn't say that they were just going to be great this year no matter what. It's all dependent on Cam, and Cam's just not Cam. I thought the end of the year last year, him shutting it down early, he was going to start his rehab early. He'd be ready to go, rocking at the beginning of this year. Not happening, dude. So the Panthers 0-2. Unfortunately, I think they have a really bad year, and I feel bad for Christian McCaffrey because he's going to take a ton of punishment, and he's going to have nothing to show for it, not even a playoff berth. And that's what happened. That's what sucks with these running backs, dude, is you just get beat to shit. And then before you know it, you're like, damn, I've been in the league 5 years. My knees are killing me, and I didn't even make the playoffs. That's going to be Christian, dude. He's just used. He's like Alvin Kamara. He's like Phil Lindsay. He's used a ton in that offense, but the rest of the team's just not going to be good enough.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Luke Kuechly, dude, he's at the edge of his rope. He's still the leader on that D, but you see him on the sidelines, weird stuff. I think that guy has concussion issues, and he's not telling anyone.
Had way too many concussions.
I thought he saw him crying on the sideline again the other night during Thursday Night Football. Dude, I'm not joking you, because you remember that time he got a concussion and he was crying on the sideline, and everyone was like, whoa, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
And he was concussed. I think, that guy gets his bell rung a lot.
He does.
Something's wrong there.
I think I'm with you. Pretender on the Panthers for sure. You don't have a healthy quarterback, and I think it's not even physically. I think it's mentally.
Yeah.
I think Cam is distant mentally, and I don't know what it's going to take. I think the Panthers need a rejuvenation, and I don't know what that process is. I don't know what that process looks like, but they need a kick in the dick of rejuvenation. And I think Ron Rivera, he needs to get out.
I think he's going to be booted out.
Riverboat Ron needs to be out. Okay. And I think that may be the kick in the dick that I'm talking about. I don't know that for sure, but dude, they need an upcharge bad. And I think getting Cam healthy, like take him out, put a backup in for a little bit, give him some time on the side, get Ron Rivera out there, because I believe Ron Rivera is already playing for the latter part of the season because their schedule is tough, dude, down the stretch. I think they have a pretty tough schedule as well, if you look at that. But I think Ron Rivera is playing for the future versus playing now, in the now. And I don't like what they're doing over there. I don't like it.
Dude, did you think he looked a little bit Cam, I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
After the games, his post-game stuff, the past 2 weeks, we did the Mick Foley the week before. Do you think he looked a little Thelma and Louise style guy?
Absolutely, I'm telling you.
With
that was Thelma.
With the scarf.
Wrapped around his neck? Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was just a little weird for
I feel
me.
like I know style, and Cam's had some style. I don't know what the hell that is.
Let's finish it out here with the NFC West. 2 teams that are at the top, Rams and Niners, both 2-0. Obviously, the Rams are a contender.
Rams, no doubt.
2-0, got the coach, got the offensive scheme, got the quarterback, got the running back with the arthritic knee, but Malcolm Brown behind him looks fine. You got Cooper Kupp back looking healthy from the ACL tear. Robert Woods just crushing it with the bubble screens. Brandon Cooks caught a tutty. Rams are in full go. Rams are the contender for the NFC, for sure.
Yeah.
49ers.
It's hard because they're in the same division as the Rams. So it's hard to kind of put my money and buy into those guys when I want to buy into the Rams.
2 wins. They beat the Bucks 31-17. They beat the Bengals 41-17.
Yeah. I think they're just
doing what they're supposed to, taking care of business. I wouldn't say either of those are super impressive, but it is impressive they put up 31 and 41 considering what we saw out of Garoppolo. Now, some of those were defensive touchdowns.
Sure.
But
I think
still impressive.
I think you have to be super encouraged about their offense.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it, right? It is classic, like Kyle Shanahan offense, unique, fast, fresh. I think you just never know what to expect. Again, with Mostert to Breda to whatever. I mean,
Wilson Jr. running the ball. Yeah.
They're versatile. How many did he have? He had 2 TDs.
Yeah.
Wilson Jr. 2 TDs. Breda had those long ass runs. Kittle still making some unbelievable catches, man. And I know him and Garoppolo have a great.
I could have used a little more out of Kittle yesterday. Thanks, George.
I'm a little worried about Joe Staley. Obviously, their left tackle breaking his fibula. I believe it was in his leg. I think that's a rough injury for them. Their defense is probably closer to average than above average, but
we're not going to find out.
They can move the ball.
We're not going to find out who the 49ers are until about week 5 when they play the Rams.
I'm not all in on them, but I would say right now more of a contender than a pretender. But there's some things I want to see. But man, they're fun to watch.
Yeah, I got to see a little bit more than the Bucks and Bengals. I'm with you. But right now, I most certainly have them as a contender because it's not like they snuck by those teams. They took care of business. They did what they're supposed to do, beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see. If I'm going to mark you as a contender, I want to see that you're beating the bad teams handily, like the Patriots are, like the Rams are. I want to see that you're beating these teams.
Or the Ravens.
Yep. Same way. So you got the Steelers next week. That doesn't look like the matchup we thought it was going to be before the season if you're looking at the schedule.
Not good.
Then you got the Browns after that. We'll see tonight what the Browns, we'll see if they kind of get it together. But right now, that doesn't look like the matchup we thought it would be before the season. We'll see. Other than that, the Rams at week 5, the following week on the 13th of October. That's going to be the one that they get a test. But then after that, check it out, dude. Redskins, Panthers, Cardinals, Seahawks, Cardinals.
Super favorable.
Dog, if these guys are going to be getting a playoff berth, man.
Yeah.
This schedule.
I don't think anybody had them go into the Super Bowl yet, so maybe we don't have to buy any shoes.
Dude, they're soft. They're soft, super soft in the middle. Duncan Hines. But then when you get to November, dude, starting around Thanksgiving, November 24th,
brutal.
Packers, Ravens, Saints, Falcons, Rams. So that's a tough stretch. Saints may not be as tough as we thought it was going to be, but the Ravens, Packers, Falcons, and Rams are still going to be games, dude. Those are still going to be tough games to win for the 49ers, and we'll see what their injury situation looks like by the end of the year. For me, for the case of my dynasty, I'm hoping Garoppolo's out and Nick Mullins is getting going.
Oh, no shit.
Because I got Nick Mullins and Trevor Siemian, and I need one of them to start getting some starts.
Need an
Cam and
ACL.
Roethlisberger are in the toilet, and there's nobody available. Because in the dynasty, dude, you can roster, there's 20 bench spots. Or like 25 bench spots. It's insane. Which it makes no sense. You're starting 8 guys and you got 20 bench spots. So everyone's just hoarding. It's like a real football team, dude. It's 53 guys on the roster. It's nuts. So yeah, that's why there's nobody left. But that is the contender or pretender for this week, man. Week 2 going in. Nice little breakdown there. I think we can move on from football. Let's jump into sneakers and fashion, brought to you by Rejuvenator.
sleep.
Got too much on my mind and not enough time up in the damn week.
Plus my plans keep me tossing in bed. I lie awake, consumed by these thoughts in my head.
So I'm trying to figure out where am I headed from here. Promise moms I'll be on before the end of the year, and I'll make sure to keep my word. So every day I'm seen and heard, pushing CDs from the city to the burbs. It's 5 a.m. and I can't sleep. Got too much on my mind and not enough time up in the damn week.
Plus my plans keep me tossing in bed. I lie awake, consumed by these thoughts in my head.
So I'm trying to figure out where am I headed from here. Promise moms I'll be on before the end of the year, and I'll make sure to keep my word. So every day.
Remember to use the code underrated10 to save 10% off of all your complete order over there at rejuvenator.com. Whether you want sneaker cleaning products, sneaker deodorizer, the laundry system, shoe trees. I mean, they have complete shoe care over there. Rejuvenator.com. Use the code underrated10, especially if you rock with the show, man.
Love it.
All right, let's jump into sneakers and fashion. Where do you want to start at, Del?
Let's start out with I was able to have a sneakers W.
Oh yeah, on Saturday.
You ever heard of those?
Rare, but I got one on the satins, so
Sick.
I think they held me out. They were like, you're good, kid. You don't need any. I know
good.
you don't like these Hirachis anyway.
Yeah.
You're gonna resell them, so F you. We're not gonna give them to you.
Yeah, well, they hooked your boy up, man. So I was able to get the yellow pair of the Hirachis
Nice.
Adapts, which is the colorway I wanted. Number one, and number two, I got the satins as well.
Wait, retailing those $350, right?
Dude, it was tough.
Heavy weekend for you.
Heavy weekend.
So you got you dropped $350 on those Hirachis. Yeah. Oh yeah, you did hit on the satins. Damn,
did.
how does that? Did you buy? I was this close to buying those threes on Saturday just to keep my algorithm going.
The Nick joints.
Yeah,
those
just
are trash.
To keep my algorithm
but I like
going.
the algorithm.
I know
idea.
I didn't do it.
So yeah, dude, I've actually had some pretty good ones. So the Sakai waffles that I got, right? I did go ahead and get the gray fours, which are nothing serious, but I bought them from Sneakers app. I got the satins, and now I got the Hirachi Adapts,
Nice.
man. So I think the algorithm's working.
Good
I think I
shit.
got something going. That being said, I was able to get a size 10. Pretty pumped, man. That was the colorway. And plus, I told you, you were out because you're like, they don't look like a Hirachi. And I agree with some of that. But I like the Presto
Some of
Hirachi combo. Plus, it's a lifestyle. I finally get a lifestyle with the auto lacing.
Right.
I'm fucking ready, dude. By the way, just your boy Ted got him.
Yes. I don't know if he was trolling though. I can't keep up with what's real and what's not real.
I don't know if he was trolling either, but or just to make it a point. But dude, algorithms aside, fuck algorithms. Let's talk about Ted. Ted had to create a sneakers app. Ted got on there, got it. He actually filmed his whole thing. It's in his last vlog. Yeah.
Nice.
And he actually had to get out of it or something with his Apple Pay or no, he switched from credit card to Apple Pay during it.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't even that quick in comparison to how quick somebody could be, right? But he was able to get the white pair, dude, and successfully. So I assume he's going to have that today or tomorrow. Mine will be here tomorrow. So I'm excited to see what old Granddad Ted has to say.
Should we
about
just
this.
shoot him a call?
Yeah.
When he gets them and be like, yo, what do you think?
Why don't we have him on the cast on Thursday?
Should we just get him to call in?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what he thinks. And then we can both do the together on the shoes because they make so much fucking noise.
Oh,
dude, they're the worst.
Do they really?
Oh, dude, they make so much noise. The motors in them, dude, are still loud.
So what you're saying is these are the new Jordan 11. If you're trying to sneak out of your house,
This is
senior year,
Not the shoe.
don't do this shoe.
Yeah.
Or the Jordan 11s.
Yeah.
I've told the story about Jordan 11s. I got busted sneaking out because the things were so damn squeaky.
Yeah.
And I was walking through my kitchen senior year trying to sneak out the sliding glass door. Got popped.
It doesn't matter if your friend Brad has the White Claws in the 98 Honda Accord 3/4 of the mile down from your house, lights off. It's not going to help you.
It's not going to help you if you're wearing Jordan 11s or if you're wearing the...
Because not only does the
Adapt
motor
model.
sound, but you also got the lights on the shoes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's too much.
You can't wear that pair out.
This is not the high school shoe, Billy.
Find a new flex, Bill.
Yeah. And get off White Claws.
All right, so you got those.
So I got those. I'm happy to have those. What I'm disappointed about, either in myself or within the product, I think let's talk about the price. Pharrell's came out this weekend.
Yeah.
You know that our Foot Locker that we get so many dubs at, right? Had them. And it was a Foot Locker Adidas exclusive. Foot Locker was the only retailer that had the shoes and also had the clothing out of this Pharrell collection that just dropped.
Yep.
So they did have the hoodies. The hoodies are nice. They're not $90 nice. That's what they retail at. They're like a lighter weight hoodie material, so they feel kind of cheap. But there are some good parts to them, right? Like it's a pullover, so it's kind of starter S, so it has the halfway zip, and it has a sick little pocket, dude. But they have this stripes, the 3 stripes going down the sides on the t-shirt and the hoodie, but they're not 3M. How fucking sick would that have been to have the stripes 3M?
If you're gonna have if you ever have a windbreaker or a jacket or a hoodie and you have stripes going down the side and they're not 3M, I will never understand.
Like, that makes no fucking sense at all.
I get it, dude.
Like, it is the biggest L, I thought, because like immediately when I put it on, I was like, I said to the rep, I said, this doesn't have 3M, does it? He's like, no. I said, well, that's a big L, dude.
Yeah.
Like, as a runner, I just don't get it, man. I'm not a runner, but a running company, who makes a lot of running shoes.
You're about to be. Once you get some of this Blackstone Labs in you, you're about to be running for.
I'm trying to get my libido up here, dude.
Life,
right here. I'm trying to, once I get my libido up, Robin's gonna be like, "Oh, fuck, she's gonna be life here."
She's gonna be pumped, guy.
No doubt.
She's gonna have. Dow's gonna be on her like white on rice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like creasing like a mug.
You are gonna be
like a mug.
All right, we just got so aggressive with the soundboard.
Oh, man.
By the way, dude, I can't wait. This is another thing for you guys to look forward to on the show. Once we start recording this show live here in the next couple weeks, Dow's gonna have his own soundboard.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have his own sound. He's gonna load his own shit. I'm gonna have my own shit. We'll be able to. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be so fire.
I'm gonna blow minds with sounds.
So we're gonna have the show is gonna be taking a whole new shape, man. I can't wait for you guys to see it. The whole show, like it's all been growth, right? Up to the point we're at now. It took us to being in the glass room and doing that and having JJ and then we kind of grew a little bit from that. We got better equipment. Everything's leveling up, dude. We're going to continue to grow and level up. And for the people that stick around and they're patient and that are here for it, cool. For the people that aren't, like, cool, but we just got to do what we want to do with this show. And that's what I think, people are going to either be here or they're not going to be here, but we're going to continue to do what we want to do with the show. And I can't wait till that shit. It's going to be fun, dude. Both having soundboards, being able to do the shit live. That's something that's been overdue. You need some shots, guy.
Hell yeah. So anyways, with the Pharrells, so back to that, I passed. Dude, I could have got any colorway. I could have got any one that I wanted. But I'll tell you what, man, the biggest L, $220. Get out of here.
Oh, dude.
$220 for some Pharrells, dude. Like, this isn't 2016 anymore. This isn't 2017 anymore. Get out of here.
Yeah.
You need to adjust the prices. And I stood my ground looking at them. I love that black.
I know you do.
Salt.
I know how much. I sat here and watched you go back and forth in your mind, and you were just like,
because I had the early access on the creator joint,
right.
With the app. $220, I can't do it. So I may have a homie come through that can give me a discount. Long story short, if that's the case, I'll definitely do that. But up until that point, I'm out. I didn't get any of the clothing, looked at it, tried it all on. The shorts were probably pretty cool, but $60 for a pair of white shorts. I need some color in my life, according to Stringer. What do you think?
No.
Nope, doesn't give a shit. He's out. So I need some color, but, or some versatility of other than black. But so I passed on those. I didn't get any of the Pharrells. I did get the Solar Hues, the BBCs, which we already talked about. And by God, dude, that post on Twitter
went nuts.
Went nutty.
That was your best post so far.
My most retweeted post, my most liked post.
Getting your socials out there, guy. Great job.
Got the comments, dude. I had 8 or 9 people send me screenshots of them purchasing the shoe. Now, it wasn't because of me, but they were able to kind of see it on feet, and it showed a whole different way.
I think it was because of you.
Than a stupid photo. You can't tell shit in a photo,
no.
Dude. Especially Adidas stock photos, whether it was BBC stock photo. I don't give a shit. Photos don't do it justice on some of the Adidas models. So I was glad to help out some people, answer some questions. There's a lot of people that I gave more credit to. I'm like, these guys, what? Are they thinking it's the yellow one, or are they thinking the Volt one?
Dude, I was so confused by that.
I gave people so much credit.
I know.
But people didn't know the shoe existed in this colorway.
I know. People thought you had the yellow ones on, and it's like, no, these are not the banana joints.
These are not.
There are banana joints.
They're the banana hammocks.
But these are not them.
These are not those.
Yeah, and you guys need to be listening to the cast. I mean.
Yeah, I thought you were tuned in.
I thought you were locked in.
Every time because I had to throw some shots in there with that.
You got to let them know.
And they would
if
say.
We're talking about it on the cast and they miss it on the cast. You got to let them know, hey, it was on the cast.
It's on the cast.
Just let you know.
And then everybody would hit me up and back and be like, "Yeah, sorry, man, I'm a couple episodes behind. Sorry, man, I'm like, it's all good, man. Whatever. You're missing out, not me.
I don't get why they just don't go turn on the cast and skip to the sneaker content. Just get your sneaker content.
Seems pretty easy to do.
Whatever.
So with that,
yeah,
I'm gonna be JJ today.
What?
Hey, man, let's talk about some Supreme, man.
I have it pulled up.
Supreme segment sponsored by Do you?
Yeah. for
Gotcha.
this week.
Well, let me tell you. Let me just give you a little bit of background on one of the major collections.
I'm curious, so I'm waiting.
How about that?
I know you're the detail man.
You bet, man. So Supreme announces this week the Velvet Underground collection. So Velvet Underground is a band. I'll talk about them here in just a second. But this is an interesting collab. Why? Because the average T-shirt is going to cost you about $78. That's a heavy price for a T-shirt, dog. Now, that being said, there's multiple shirts coming back or coming out with this collection. But what we need to understand really is Velvet Underground. Like, kids younger than us definitely aren't going to know who the hell this is. I had to even look this up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know any. I don't even know.
So the Velvet Underground, an American rock band, they were formed in 1964 in New York City. And here's the person that you'll know out of this band. Have you ever heard of the guitarist, Lou Reed?
No.
So Lou Reed, he did a lot of stuff by himself. He did a lot of solo projects that, hey girl, take a walk on the wild side.
Yeah.
That's Lou Reed, right?
Really?
So you look at Lou Reed and some of the things he's done, but he was the kind of face of the Velvet Underground, which again comes from New York, and kind of what Velvet Underground is recognized as one of the most influential bands in rock, underground, experimental, and kind of the start of this new wave alternative. So they did make a lot of, ways in the face of just, pop culture. As a matter of fact, they were actually briefly managed by the pop artist Andy Warhol, the artist.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people know, right, for his weird art and that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of interesting things that kind of tie this collab together. Andy Warhol being one, right? You look at Andy Warhol, who the artist, the interpreter, the graphics, this kind of thing, and then kind of the punk, kind of counterculture or subculture, underground, with the skating, the punk rock, the alternative, that kind of tie this collab together. And once you know all of these things, it kind of makes a little bit more sense that Supreme would reach out to someone like this or a band like this. So for me, it kind of turns me on in the way of like, I don't want to pay $78 for a shirt necessarily, but I kind of like how it all ties together. The New York, obviously Supreme, has obviously the LA location, the New York, Bowery now, in London. So I kind of like that closeness there. But for me, I thought it was kind of interesting how this all comes about. But Velvet Underground, dude, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1996 by Patti Smith. Patti Smith was another one of those kind of underground, kind of rebellious punk. CBGB played a lot there, as did the Velvet Underground. A lot of these up and coming, on the East Coast. So, man, kind of cool how it all kind of ties together in my mind. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. Some of the collection, as you can probably, since you have it up there, some of them have like portraits of Velvet Underground. Some of them have stick figures, which is interesting. So is
that their album art? That's what I was going to ask you. Is that something to do with their album art?
I think not the stick figures, but some of the portrait stuff. I think is in conglomeration with that.
The portraits that are on the hoodies, the black, white, and red. Mm-hmm. What's on the back there? Is that a track list from an album?
I think
it says Sunday Morning, and then it says I'm Waiting for the Man.
Yeah, I'm looking at
it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I think so. Like maybe one of their first albums. I'd have to look back at that, but they had one notorious album that just like put Velvet Underground on the map.
Probably be it,
and I would think that's probably what it's in reference to.
Venus and Furs, Run, 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 All Tomorrow's Parties, Heroin. I think it's like a track list to me. It's on the back of the hoodie. So there's a picture of the band on the front, kind of just black and white, like a Polaroid photo.
Uh-huh.
And then there's black, red, and white hoodies with that on the back.
Right.
The only thing that I see that I would be interested in is that Hawaiian jacket. I don't know how this relates to them, or the hoodie. I don't know how this relates to them. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Do you know how to pronounce that? Nico? What? It says the Velvet Underground Nico hooded sweatshirt.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what mine says. What are you looking at?
I don't know. Something. I don't know what this is. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Are we looking at the same one? It's like red Hawaiian leaves kind of, or?
Yeah, for sure. It's weird. And then they have a white version of it, right?
I don't see the white.
Oh, sorry. No, that's a button up.
I don't even see a button up of it. I see two button ups, a black and a white, but they're different than.
Yeah, they're different
Hawaiian.
than the hoodie. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that hoodie's kind of one in its own, just that one single color.
Here's the sickest thing.
Is that a face on it?
That's what I was just gonna say. The sickest thing about the hoodie is it's got two faces. Look at on that pouch pocket down in the middle.
Yeah, and then on the
one
arm,
on the sleeve, up on the upper here.
Look right below the neck.
Oh, and the neck, dude. You didn't even see the one on the arm. I gotta have this. This shit's fire.
That is crazy.
I'm going for that hoodie.
And then does it say Supreme on the
Yes,
top
it
of the
says
hood?
Supreme. I had to zoom in. So if you click on it and then you do this on your MacBook, you do this with the trackpad, it'll zoom in
Sick.
the actual web page. And then, so it has
That is
Supreme
pretty sick, dude.
embroidered on the top. I like that a lot, dude. I really want that hoodie.
What do you think the price is going to be on that? Because they haven't released pricing. You know, we usually know on Wednesdays.
Probably 158,
I'm thinking it's going to be more.
198,
Do you want to do over or under 200? I'll take the over.
under.
All right.
Oh,
$5.
you're way right because they're $78 for the tee. No, I'm not.
Damn
you're,
it.
You're right.
Damn it! I almost had you. Had you baited.
You almost had me just wanting to get some action here, just wanting to give away money.
Almost had you baited, dog.
Oh wow! So,
Dude, that is cool. Did you see the person wearing it?
No,
It doesn't look good on him,
let me see that one.
but I bet you could make it look sick.
Oh yeah, no, that's. Yeah, I would make that thing look way tighter.
I think that's pretty cool, actually.
You're right though. That's gonna be. It's gonna be probably
Dude,
three.
That might be $3.
Probably $298.
Yeah, right.
Bastards.
$298. Weird pricing from Supreme.
I think it's sweet though, dude. I wonder if it's those colors in real life, like the bright red, like that.
I hope so.
Those faces on it are really cool.
I know, man.
The faces kind
very
of
artsy. Mm-hmm. Very I don't know what type of art that is, but yeah, very.
I'm feeling it. Yep, I'm feeling it. I like it. What? Anything more on the Supreme stuff?
That's really all that they've announced so far. Usually, like I said, we find out Tuesday or Wednesday a little bit more of what they're going to release. Obviously, no accessories have been announced. Nothing. The Velvet Underground collection is the biggest, is the staple this week.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to kind of see some of it. I might try to cop a shirt or two just because I love punk rock. I love just music. So I'm kind of into this and just coming from the East Coast and all these different things that are a big part of it. I like the idea of it. Maybe I'll just find the cheapest shirt I can find and just buy something.
Right.
But I like the collab and the concept.
Okay, so that's the only thing I'm going for
Okay.
so far. Other than I haven't seen any accessories.
Right. Those will be announced either tomorrow or Wednesday, like I
right,
said. Yeah.
So that's what I'm going for so far. We'll see what's up with the accessories.
Just the hoodie. Nothing else so far that you see?
Nah.
No t-shirts.
Because I don't relate. I think some of the stuff is cool, but I don't know who the Velvet Rope is or what the Velvet
Underground.
Velvet Rope.
Well, yeah, you do. I just told you who they are.
Yes, but it's not. I'm not a hardcore enough fan to go pay $78 for a
For a
T-shirt.
t-shirt.
That just doesn't appeal to me like that.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's
It
kind
doesn't
of. I
have
just
any
feel like
meaning.
I'd be on some poser shit. It's just
Yeah.
not. Yeah, it's not my style. But the hoodie is dope. I mean, it's a piece of art. I like that. I think it looks
with
really
you.
cool.
So check this out, man. To transition a little bit to stay in sneakers and fashion, I don't know if you saw, but StockX sent out a mass email to everybody today. Are you aware of that?
Yes. I saw the email right as we were doing the show. And I was wondering if one of us was going to be able to do this. I'm glad you got it under control.
So
Perfect.
I want
Probably
to
why
tell
I
you
was
something.
ranting.
So let's
What is it? What is it?
A couple of our close viewers have had problems with StockX,
Oh,
right? With the
dude.
breach. And you can kind of talk a little bit about that, right?
Our man Con Lee.
Dude,
Our man Con Lee. I feel
having
bad.
a hard time, dude. Sent me DM saying, dude, somebody just bought this. I don't know what's going on. He reached out immediately to StockX. StockX kind of said, okay, cool, we'll look into it. They emailed him back and said, oh, looks like we can't find anything suspicious about this. So essentially you're responsible for it.
Everything that StockX, this is the shitty part about this breach. Everyone that gets popped during this or gets their info stolen or their account hacked, StockX doesn't have to claim any responsibility because they've claimed responsibility by offering you fraud protection. So they offered everyone fraud protection when this went on. Mm-hmm. That is what they're going to do. Every email you're going to get from them is going to say, oh, well, this doesn't look like it's a matter of StockX, or this doesn't look like it was StockX is why your privacy got hacked or why your stuff got hacked. So sorry about that, but it doesn't look like it's anything specifically linked to us. That we do offer fraud protection. Here's the link if you want to sign up. That's what they're going to send you.
Yeah.
No matter what happens with your StockX account. So you and I contemplated canceling our StockX account altogether and not having it. You can't.
And then we found out how tough that is.
You can't cancel it. We on Saturday, we were both like, hey, let's just go in and delete our accounts and maybe we'll just create a new one or whatever. You can't do it.
You have to email StockX, and then they actually give you a decision or what the next steps are.
It's wild.
How weird is that?
It's my payment info, and I can't take
delete
it off
it.
there.
I can only move it or change it.
You can only change it. Yeah. I went in there to try to just delete my payment info. It doesn't let you because you can't save the screen with nothing in there.
Yep.
So once your payment info's in there, it's just in there, I guess.
I'm lucky that mine's just PayPal, but I think and I don't want to give too much information out, but I think Conley used PayPal as well. I don't know that he had a credit card.
Well, he told me his StockX password and his PayPal password are totally different too. Because I asked him, I was like, are they the same password? He's like, no, they're totally different.
Wow.
Like, so someone got in and bought Vantas on his account in a size 8.5, the Yeezy Vanta, dude.
How disrespectful.
And one, how disrespectful. For two, I didn't even know the Vanta it was $450 resale value.
Oh, wow.
And an 8.5, dude, they paid $445 for the shoe or something like that.
In the young pup size.
I'm like, damn, I'm missing out. I need to be buying these Yeezy V2s.
Yeah, no doubt.
In the small sizes.
In the base sizes.
I haven't been up on it. Jeez. Where's my hustle?
So we know all this is happening,
Yes.
right? And now it kind of happened to somebody close to us. Sucks, man. We apologize, but StockX, man. What I want to get to is this email it's infuriating because of what's already happened, what continues to happen, and what's going on. So this email says as follows: as a valued member of StockX, we wanted to send you a heads up that as of October 1st, 2019, next month, we will be removing the buyer punch card program. You will still be able to collect punches on any purchases made before October 1st, and any punch card credit earned by October 1st will be eligible for redemption until December 31st. So you got time to use it, but you will not be accruing any more punches to have free shipping, because every 5 purchases?
Yeah. You
will not have that anymore as of October 1st.
Wow.
So now not only did our data get breached, is our information out there, are they denying a lot of cases? Have they give us a free bullshit fraud protection and not standing by some of these people that are emailing them in conscious state to say, hey, I think I just got hacked. Can you look into this? Can you see? Can you give me credit? Can you whatever? By the way, we're also going to take a frequent buyer card purchasing program.
One of the
away.
perks of being a member of StockX, we're going to just take that away too.
We'll take that away too.
Yeah.
So
the
nice
email's
life.
not a good thing. All I saw, I got the email and I read the first little piece on my watch while we were doing the show here a little bit ago.
Not a good thing.
Not good at all. I thought maybe it was something they were adding. I was like, oh, cool. They're giving a little added.
At this point, with where they're at and with the bad taste that a lot of people, rightfully so, have in their mouth, but a lot more people are probably not affected than are affected, but rightfully so, they're going to take something away that was a good program that made people feel pretty good, because their shipping is obviously more. It's $13.95 versus Goat's $10 shipping, right? Those almost $4 difference makes a big difference.
Per shoe.
Yeah, per shoe.
And now you're not giving away any free shipping ever?
None.
That's insane.
Insane.
And we can't cancel our account.
And we can't. And by the way, we still can't cancel our account.
How laughable is this shit, dude? You got to email someone to get the thing canceled.
So, I don't know, just another brick in the road, unfortunately, with StockX and that whole thing. But,
And then what do you do? If you leave StockX, now it gives you one less place to sell shoes and one less platform to make money. So it's almost like the people that are like, screw Walmart. I'm never shopping at Walmart. If you don't shop at Walmart, you're biting yourself in the dick. I mean, it's the cheapest they have the cheapest of everything and the cheapest of most things. That's for sure. And now the fact that you can just pretty much order all the stuff online and get it through Walmart and price match, like Walmart's just running everything. Mm-hmm. And I don't like it either. I love the mom and pop shit, especially you being a collector. I know you love the small time growing up in Kansas mom and pop type shit. We're just in a time that if you do not go to Walmart or you do not utilize StockX or whatever, like you're costing yourself money. You're costing yourself an opportunity to make money on a new platform on StockX, and you're costing yourself money if you're not shopping at a place like Walmart or Amazon or whatever, because everything is exponentially cheaper. I love Target. My girl's a Target person. She hates Walmart, but we go to Walmart still to save money. You know what I mean? Like It sucks. I hate it. But I'm not in a position to where I can just, if I was doing well and didn't have to worry about budgeting and saving, shit, I would be shopping at Target just because I like the experience. I'd be going to the regular grocery store, whatever. Like, and we still do, but it's just that fact, man. And that's what StockX is doing. They're like, screw it. We know you're going to be here anyway. Doing this to the customer because we don't care. We don't care about you because we know you're going to be here anyway. You weren't staying for the free shipping. We're going to take away the free shipping and save ourselves some money, and you're not going to care. You're not going anywhere.
Right.
You're not going anywhere, Mr. Customer. We're going to fire some shots over your head too just to scare you. What are you going to do? Duck down and keep coming back. You're not going anywhere. The only way they stop this stuff is everyone leaves. No one's leaving, right? I think that's what you say about
It's hard to. Yeah.
DJ Khaled, Kanye West.
Yes.
Let's do that and then hit the YouTube comments. You have
Cool.
anything more other than that?
No.
Okay,
I think
cool.
we're good.
So let's do that. Hit the YouTube comments. Bring up some yay underneath us here. Kanye on the tarmac on the runway there.
Yeah. With your boy DJ Khaled.
It was
one
like a
plane, one plane.
private plane meeting.
Yeah.
It was like a private jet meetup.
Meet and greet.
Yeah, it was like a play date with private jets.
Yeah, no
a
doubt.
play date on the runway. So
I look forward to those days.
Khaled and Ye got on the way and met up, and he just gave DJ Khaled a pair of Yeezy V3s, which appeared to be V3s. We don't have any confirmation,
Unreleased.
but
Yeah.
unreleased, or the Yeezy Mid, whatever
Yeah.
people are calling it.
Sure.
It kind of looks like the Mastermind joint you got on now, as far as the sizing of the shoe,
like the height?
Yep, but it's just got a V, or it's got a Yeezy, silhouette or whatever. But
For sure.
he gave a pair of those to DJ Khaled. If you didn't see it on social media, if you're not watching on YouTube, video's up on the screen for you. If you are watching on YouTube, that's another thing, by the way. If you've been missing the videos on YouTube since I started editing the show, I've been putting videos in here. So we have a ton of content within the podcast on YouTube. We show the videos to all the stuff we're talking about. When we play the sound clips, if you hear them on the podcast, you're actually seeing them on video. So that's another benefit on YouTube. But yeah, pretty cool. He just gave him the shoe. There's really not any audio other than loud ass plane sounds.
Right.
And Khaled just kind of is dumbfounded a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think it was after Sunday service or before, or how that works?
I think
if
it was
there's
something
a
to do with
tie
that.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was something to do with that. I think they were both probably going to the airport to go different directions after Sunday service kind of thing, and that's where it happened maybe.
Did you see Khaled drooling over those? Like he was looking at him
Yeah.
like it was his firstborn.
Right.
And by the way, did you know DJ Khaled has a second kid on the way?
No.
That was just announced.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
Congrats.
Assad is going to have a
Khaled.
brother. So you got
Congrats.
Assad number 2 coming.
Nice.
Assad squared.
Congrats to that. I saw it squared.
Yeah.
You don't think he's going to have his own name?
Hopefully.
Okay. No, but I
Hopefully
thought...
it's Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Say it again. Ooh.
Mufasa.
So yeah, hopefully so. But yeah, he was drooling over those V3s. Now, a
We're
question.
talking about a guy that gets his own sneaks from Jordan Brand.
all the, still in the meeting.
Right.
Still in the meeting.
We the best threes and all that stuff, and he's drooling over those?
He ain't no meeting now.
Right.
Getting those. That being said, what does this do for Jordan Brand? Is Jordan Brand pissed about this? Is Jordan Brand okay because it was one artist gifting it to another artist and Khaled actually not wearing it in the post? What does this do for Jordan Brand and Khaled's relationship, in your opinion?
I don't think anything. I think
Okay.
they're kind of just going to be, it is what it is. And if I think DJ Khaled's a big enough name to tell anybody F you. So I don't know. I don't want to put it like Jordan Brand needs him more than he needs them or
Sure.
whatever. But I don't think that they're that restrictive. It's
Okay.
like Complex is going to get a hold of this. Hypebeast is going to get a hold of this. Whoever's going to get a hold of this and put this out on their socials anyway. If he didn't put it out, so it's going to be like whatever. Like they're not going to. I don't think it has any impact.
Right?
I don't think they care enough.
He doesn't get a strike for this.
Nah, especially because he wasn't rocking them on feet. He wasn't like wearing them around. He didn't put a video up on himself on his own Instagram in his backyard after breakfast,
Right.
with Assad playing by the pool saying, "Yo, these sneakers are the truth right now." Yo. And he didn't go down to look at the boot. The boost is crazy. This shit is comfortable. He
I'm
didn't do
trying
any
to
of
get
that.
another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he didn't
And
do
another
it.
one.
Yeah. Kanye, I need another one. He didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
All he did was pick up the shoes and walk away. There's not even any audio.
Yeah.
So you can't even hear what they're saying.
For sure.
But it's a funny clip. It's interesting, especially given his relationship with Jordan Brand, given the fact that he's gotten exclusive sneakers from Jordan Brand, right?
The best sneakers.
Stuff made for him.
that he's been able to gift.
But no, I don't think so. If anything, I think it's good because people know he has a relationship with Jordan Brand. So this just, what are we doing right now? We're talking about his relationship with Nike and Jordan Brand. I think it's...
Any news is good news.
Yeah, in that aspect,
Yeah.
considering he didn't do what I said, he didn't go down and show the shoe in detail and fawn over him a little bit, if you will.
That look though was pretty funny.
I think he was more looking like, what?
This fool
Why did this fool
drooling.
just give his shoe? Why this fool just gave me the shoes off his feet?
If you watch the video, because again, there's no audio, Khaled's really like hand gestures. He loves it. And I could just hear him saying, yo, man, I got to have these for my collection, man. Come on, man. Hook your brother up.
Yeah,
I'll
I
put these
wonder-
in my shoe. These
You
need to go
think
in my
he
speaker room.
persuaded? You think he persuaded Ye, or you think Ye said, you know what, Cal, hey, man, I know you got that Nike deal, but let me just took him off his feet and because it cuts in. Kanye already has him off his feet.
Yeah.
You don't, like you said, no audio. You don't know what happened there.
Nothing.
But we can sit here and speculate. That's the fun part.
I'm hoping Khaled, like did this whole like business review on why he needed them shoes.
That'll be tight.
I need them off your feet right now. Here's what I'm going to do. Yada, yada. That's another one. And I got another one coming.
That's what we'll try to effort get DJ Khaled on the show for you guys on Thursday.
Sounds good, yeah. See if we can phone him in.
We'll try to effort him, and we'll see if we can ask him some questions. Man.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah, let's move into the YouTube comments here.
A little light this week.
I'm on oh yeah, dude, I don't even know what he was on me last week. I told you guys, I was like, hey, it's on the French. Like, I picked up the editing. I didn't know. I got it up way late. I got it up on like 9:30 at night on Tuesday. I'm sorry, it's on me. I know
this one was way early.
This one was up so early. This podcast, that last podcast you guys listened to, that thing was up at 9:30 a.m. on Friday.
You beat me with the audio.
Ready for the morning, like ready to go, because I stayed up all night editing, slaving for you guys to make sure you had the content, to make sure we weren't doing that again for your weekend. And we get the lowest comments, lowest views, slowest. I don't understand. I don't know what. Like I said, all we could do is do what we can do.
Right. Control what we can control.
You can't. You know the saying, man. You try to please everybody, and you'll please nobody. Just do your shit. Mm-hmm. Do what you do. Have fun doing what you do, and people either come or they won't. They'll enjoy it or they won't, and we'll find that out at some point. But Dirty DJ up first, starting off the YouTube comments. Yo, fellas, man, the highs and lows of fantasy. Jags D's shut down Hopkins and Watson for the most part. But lucky Pat's D didn't get me. Geez, 2 defensive TDs. I wish I heard TTF's rave reviews about him before I drafted, because I don't have them in any league. I only have them in one league. Actually, I have them in 2 leagues. One was Dynasty, and then I drafted them in 1 league this year. The Patriots are never a defense you target. They're a defense that's always working stuff out, not playing the greatest football throughout the season, and then they kind of button it up by the end of the regular season and into playoffs, and they kind of find their identity and decide what kind of team they want to be. This year, it just kind of looks like they already know who they want to be, which is not something we see from the Patriots a lot. That's why we normally don't draft Patriots Ds. That's just my take on it.
Right.
Think I might just play whoever plays the Dolphins each week because they are terrible. That's a good strategy, dude. Streaming defenses by matchup. I talked about this last show. That's the best way to go. If you didn't draft a top tier, if you didn't draft the Rams, if you didn't draft the top tier defense, Chargers, then you probably Ravens, Bears. I don't know if Broncos are top tier anymore because of the offenses, but if you don't draft a top tier defense, then
Patriots now all of a sudden
should be streaming. Yep, you should be streaming.
I streamed these last year, did great. So yep.
Who the hell was that Robinson guy on the Chiefs? Man, I can't blame the waiver. I can't blame you on the waiver talk. You can't give away all your secrets to people in the league so they steal your guys. Yeah, no doubt. It's tough, guy. It was a tough thing. Robinson went off.
All of our friends listen to this shit.
And everyone listen. It's not only the league I'm in with you guys. It's everyone else.
Our friends.
Man, a little human race update. Got the creams and the triple blacks in. They're both fire, but fit the same as the last few and kill my feet. Seem to be more narrow now, like I said, since they changed up the trail bottoms from the jagged ones. I'm going to try going up a half size to see if it works because they're that fire. Doubt, you definitely need the black pair. Such a clean shoe if you're cool with the new bottoms. I don't know.
I am cool with the new bottoms. I love the new bottoms.
I'm fine with them. Like he said.
I'm not cool with the price, $220. Get out of here.
That's where we're not cool. He finishes up here. Man, that's a lot of export and import time on the cast. I had no idea it took that long. Once you guys streamline the process and go live, it should help a lot. Look forward to the days when you can focus on the creative side instead of putting all this time into the cast just to get it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Keep grinding, fellas. The progress you guys have made so far is remarkable in a little bit over a year. Wait till this time next year. Dirty DJ. Coming through. Appreciate you, dog.
Yeah,
thank you, man. That's just definitely motivational. And you hit the nail on the head, man. Once we're able to focus on the creative side instead of all the behind the scenes stuff, that's when we're going to start really, really winning, man. Luxic up next. How's it going down, fools? Another great cast.
Nice.
Sad to see JJ leave the cast. He was growing into it. Either way, wish him the best in his EMS, firefighter, or powerlifting. A lot of the vaping issues have been happening with the THC versions. That's exactly, dude. That's exactly what I was saying, the THC versions. And it's a lot of the bootleg THC shit.
Yeah.
because people were taking the THC and trying to make it flavored.
The packaging where you actually have to cut it out with an X-Acto knife and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one.
They found that some of them had vitamin E, which is okay if you rubbernecked on you or digest it. But when it's inhaled, it changes completely and it coats your lung, kind of like wax. Very scary. These were not all black market units either. NY approved some of these, but vitamin E was not listed as one of the ingredients. So they're a little pissed and trying to find out why it was added. Oh, good shit, Luxic. I didn't know that, dude. He says, I use a Pax burner. Super simple and clean. I hope, with the fingers crossed emoji. Dow, actually, Luxic, next time you comment next week, fill me in on that. What the hell is a Pax burner, bro?
Yeah.
Because I might be into that to get away from the pen. The Pax burner.
Nice.
Dow, I must say those SB dog walkers looked awesome. Not sure if I can pull those off in an outfit, but for sure, awesome to have for a collector. Mm-hmm. I decided to pick up Hootie tickets during the holiday weekend that passed.
Good man.
They sounded great. Not too much of a show, just great music. I would totally agree.
Hell yeah.
That's what it was, man. If you know the music and you love the songs, good stuff. Oh, check this out, Dow. I was also introduced to Bare Naked Ladies who I had never heard of.
What?
Wow. Very, very different from the week before when I saw Kiss, where there was a fire, lights, and explosions. Just a mind-blowing ride.
Totally.
That's it for me. Keep up the great work, boys. Luxic, love the comment, dude.
Yeah, the highs and lows of concerts.
Love the
Extremes.
interactive. Yeah, that was good shit, man. Let me know what that Pax burner is, and keep commenting, bro. I love when you come through, man. I'm glad
Chickadee
you're...
China, the Chinese chicken.
Let me... Hold up. As we run down these fools, Dallas, will you pull up the Fantasy League and just tell me who's in the Fantasy League and how they're doing when I read their comment, if they're in the Fantasy League?
Okay.
If, can you do that? Is Dirty DJ in there?
Dirty DJ. Let me see here. League.
Who the hell made the Fantasy League? I can't even keep it straight.
Let's see here. We have Black Prez. We have Landon, myself, Willie Will. We have Pena. We have Joey, you, Renzo. I don't know Renzo. The Monday Midsole, Keith Cruz, and then Knock on Wood. So some of these fools.
Oh, maybe Luxic was in the DraftKings. Maybe not in the Fantasy.
Knock on Wood is Kirby. And Lorenzo.
My bad. I should have told you before this show.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'll take that shot.
Luxic is, though. Luxic
I know. I thought he was in the Fantasy.
Luxic is in there.
What's he at?
And
What's his record?
Where do you see that in here when you go to him? Oh, he's 0-1.
0-1, okay.
So hopefully he wins this week.
Click his matchup right now.
Matchup.
What's he looking like?
He is... Luxic. Where's he at? All right. He is... Oh, going against the Monday Midsole. He's looking pretty good. So if I click on both of them, he's at 102.56. Monday Midsole's at 70. Is he
going to beat him?
They're already done.
Oh, they're done.
Luxic has a
I'll give you a shot on that one, Luxic. Congrats, though.
They both don't have anybody tonight.
Congrats on picking up your first victory in the most underrated league.
Hell yeah.
Steven Ryan up next. Another great show, guys. Sorry in advance for the long comment. I'm just super hyped up by this weekend. I missed out on the DK this week, but for good reason. I was fortunate enough to get a ticket to the All-Ireland Gaelic football final between my county team, Dublin and Kerry, a county in Southwest Ireland. Dublin won the game, and this is their 5th championship in a row, which is the first time it's ever been done at this level of the sport. Jeez, that's crazy.
Wow.
5 times in a row. I hope that never happens in the NFL. The Patriots win 5 in a row. I'm out. I gotta go. I got some other stuff to do.
I'm gonna start following cricket.
I spend too much time watching this league to see that.
Yeah. How about bowling? I'm gonna get into bowling.
82,000 fans packed into a Croke Stadium. What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, Croquet Stadium.
Oh, Croquet.
Sorry. We don't have these over here, bro. 82,000 fans packed into a Croquet Stadium in Dublin to watch the game with plenty of Guinness, and plenty of Guinness was had after the celebration. So the head is a little bit sore today. The best thing about it all was that the players are amateurs and don't get paid and will be back to work tomorrow after playing in front of 82,000 fans yesterday. Damn, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Holy shit. I was wondering what the All-Ireland Gaelic football final was. So they're packed into a Croquet Stadium, 82,000. The Dublin team doctors had teachers. The Dublin team has doctors, teachers, and regular 9-to-5 office workers, and just play the sport for the love of the game and to represent the place they grew up in.
Wow.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
What the hell is Gaelic football? What is All Ireland Gaelic football. You should, oh, here we go. I would encourage anyone who's into the sport to check out Gaelic football and hurling because the passion and skill and intensity in the games are second to none. Look at that, dude.
Wow.
Steven coming through. We're learning some shit today in the comments, fellas. This is a good comment section today. We're learning some shit. All Ireland Gaelic football. So just check out Gaelic football. Did you see the Veil Beast? Was that some kind of big match too? That it looked like they had football lines on the field, but I didn't understand what it was.
I think it's rugby.
Was he at a rugby match?
I think he follows rugby.
Jeez, this is crazy stuff, guys.
Yeah.
We're getting international with the cast.
Across the pond.
So I appreciate you, Steve, coming through. My man JJ's Kicks up next. I don't get any of the Sakai's at all, yo. I don't get any of them Sakai's at all. Them joints feel like shit and look average at best. Ain't nobody rocking them. They just copping to resell the hype for $400 to $600. But I ain't mad at them for that. If somebody dumb enough to pay for them joints, they deserve to get took with the laughing face. Y'all stay up. Peace emoji, Jay.
I agree with some of that, man. I want to try some on feet, but I didn't want to because mine were worth too much.
Yeah.
So I think that statement is pretty truthful. I'm with you.
My man Carlos up next. Dying over the next Friday quotes. Couldn't tell you how many times I've seen that movie. Banking on some fantasy advice this week, and I never got to comment on Springsteen leaving, but I will now. We will miss your silence that's occasionally broken up with an, oh yeah. Or, come on, Dow. Insert relationship advice here. Comments.
Yeah, nice.
Buddy. Is Carlos in the league?
Carlos is not in the league.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. All right, next up, my man Matt Mirren. Yo, what's good, my boys? Or what's good, my guys? I haven't commented in a while, but another solid cast. TTF, I always see you rocking Michigan gear. I'm a nurse at U of M and was wondering what's the story behind the team, behind them being your team. Thank you, dude. Matt, appreciate you coming through.
Great question.
So basically, yeah, man, it starts, I have some family that lived there for a period of time as a young kid. My dad was a young kid there growing up. My aunts were young growing up in Detroit in the area. They went through the whole riots and all that stuff that went down back in the day. And my dad had a Michigan hat when I was young. I vividly remember he had this Michigan hat. My dad's not even a real hat guy. My dad's not a hat guy at all.
Yeah, I've never seen him wear hats.
So he had a Michigan hat when I was young, and I kind of just took it and started wearing it at a young age and started watching Michigan. That was when I started getting into my early 90s, mid 90s. Charles Woodson was there. Mm-hmm. Brady was there at a point. And I just started liking the team in the 90s. I just became a fan, started understanding college football, and I just became a fan of the team, dude. And then I was fortunate enough to go back there and go to a Michigan State game at the Big House. So that was awesome. And I've just been a fan ever since, man. So it's kind of family ties and a little bit of me just loving the Block M, loving the colors as a kid, the bright yellow, the maize. It's just something I enjoyed. And then the Big House, and then another thing too, I learned their fight song at a young age. Well, once I got to high school, our high school jacked Michigan's fight song and changed the words, dude.
Oh, no doubt.
So Michigan's fight song's The Victors, and they just jacked it and turned it into a fight song for my high school.
Wow.
But it's the exact same. It's just not Michigan.
Weird.
It's not hail, hail to Michigan. Anyways, yeah, so it's been entrenched for a long time, man. It's weird how people become fans of teams, but that's me, man. That's a little bit of family, a little bit of the look, a little bit of the heritage, the Big House, the fight song, a little bit of all of it. I fell in love with all of it, dude. That's why I like the program. The Monday Midsole. Good luck with the nursing over there. That's sweet, dude. Thank you for listening to the cast, Matt. Monday Midsole. Looks like the investigation has weeded out our thumbs down clowns with the clown emoji. I also have contacted the dark net for assistance in weeding out these clowns.
Wow.
Dang. Monday Midsole's serious. Him
like
and Jay Nasty. Well done, dude. Mission accomplished, T-Mobile told him.
Nice. Monday Midsole, right now, 1-0, but he has taken the L against Luxic this week.
Oh, he got his win against Dow Palantonio. Then
Yep.
he faced some real competition.
With Luxic.
Now he's having some trouble.
And now he's 500.
I'm just kidding, Dow. I didn't mean to call you.
Take that L
It's all
on the way
good.
up.
Non-competition.
Because I might go 0-2.
Actually, you are non-competition.
Is he a contender or a pretender?
After 2 weeks, Dow's team.
Dow's team's pretender.
Dow's team's pretending for sure.
No doubt.
Blake G up next. Good cast. Thanks for all the content every week. Dow, I love the solar hues. Thought I'd like the bananas more, but definitely stopped during the cast to cop the BBCs too.
Good
Hashtag Mesh Gang.
All right, good man.
That's good shit right there.
I like it.
Franchise, love the rants. Some of us try to understand how much work goes into your content. Thanks for the hustle with the flex emoji. Appreciate it, bro.
Dope.
Yeah, and sometimes I ran a little longer than I should, and that's just part of the personality. That's what you get. If you want a little bit of rant, you're going to get a lot of rants sometimes. You may just get rants on rants. That's how it goes. Should just do a remix. Rants on rants on rants. We got rants on rants on rants.
I have my own.
You have your own remix. Yeah, I mean, you got... Mike the Man, a.k.a. Boost Dad Canada. Let's go. Everybody hit that thumbs up and share on your socials. We need to help these boys blow the fuck up. And that's in all caps, by the way.
Wow.
They sacrificed for us. Now we need to pull together for them so they can pass JRE, which is the Joe Rogan experience.
Wow.
I was going to say Jim Rogan.
That's big.
So that would be sick if we could pass JRE. I'm not even asking for that, man. I'm just, if we're going all in on the show and we're trying to do everything we can to grow this show, I would really appreciate that, man. Thumbs up on the cast, sharing the cast. I appreciate all of it. And I'm sure that merch will go a long way. Once we start shipping out merch, you fools going to be rocking sick-ass shit, posting them up on your social. I think all that stuff's going to go a long way. So all this is coming, man. It's all coming to a head. We're all moving forward. We're taking positive steps every week. And it could be worse. Could be a lot worse. T-Mobile up next. I'd bet the majority of the listeners appreciate all the hard work you dudes do to make this the best cast possible. I know I definitely do. I can only imagine as the workload gets more streamlined, the cast will only get better. Eyes on the prize, homies. Also, can't wait for the merch. I would think the profits of some of the stuff should be pretty good, especially if you can get a following like Uncivilized has. Me? God damn, $90 for a hoodie? That's insane. Also me, add to cart. That's good shit.
Nice.
T-Mobile, I like it, dude. I totally agree. I don't think we're going to be rocking you guys for $90 a hoodie, but we're going to have some quality shit. The hoodies are the thing I'm really excited about. We're figuring out the shirts and the quality and the blends and the stuff we want to use, but the hoodies, I'm geeked.
I love hoodie. It's hoodie weather almost.
Misha Mustakis to close it out. Guns and tobacco give tons of money to politicians. Banning vaping helps tobacco companies. Follow the money. Good show as always. Keep bringing the content. Appreciate it.
It does, yeah.
Misha Mustakis right there. Haven't seen Misha in the comments. This is nice.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming through. I think on that note, let's jump into some underrated news real quick, Dal. This is some crazy shit, dude. This is some not crazy shit.
Hopefully you're going where I think you're going.
But funny shit.
Yeah.
Let me pull up this story for you. Now, have you heard about this? Have you heard Bang Bros? The porn company,
yes.
Bang Bros, is trying to. They put in a bid. It's funny, but this is serious shit.
I know.
They put in a bid of $10 million for the naming rights of the Miami Heat basketball arena.
Right, because American Airlines Arena,
right,
is obviously getting a new name.
Yep.
This next year or whatever. So, Bang Bros has obviously tried to put their stake in.
Yep. And here's what's said. Miami is known for many things. South Beach, beautiful women, sports teams like professional NBA, Miami Heat. Miami is also known for Bang Bros. So it makes sense to pair up with winning programs like Miami Heat and Bang Bros for a sponsorship opportunity, naming the home and arena that they play in. The last major winning sports team the city had, the Miami Heat, were led by legends Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh. This is why another legend, adult company Bang Bros, wants to come in and put their stamp of approval on the arena. A new superstar is in town. Jimmy Butler joins the roster. With Pat Riley at the helm, working his magic like he has in the past, Bang Bros feels they need to show their support for the next wave of winning to come and give back the city that's treated them so well. Both the Heat and Bang Bros have become staples in the city, with huge fans of each. It doesn't get much more Miami than having an arena sponsored by Bang Bros. To show how serious Bang Bros is, they have already offered $10 million to Miles Gallagher of the Cleveland's Superlative Group and are suggesting the name Bang Bros Center, the BBC, as the home of the new Miami Heat for the next decade. Bang Bros already owns the domain bangbroscenter.com to partner up with broadcast, promote, market, and help take the Heat out of the 305 to worldwide. That's the press release that Bang Bros put out with their attempt to
Wow.
name the arena. Dude, I'm not against any of these companies. If you got the money, go for it, dude. I was trying to, the Broncos kept shooting down every dispensary over here that was trying to name Empower Field at Mile High,
Right.
which is what it is now. But dude, I would have loved to seen it as Weed Maps Field, the Green Solution Field.
Good chemistry field.
Good chemistry. Yeah, I would have loved to see one of these weed companies get that, but they just shut the door because there was a bunch of them that came. They were asking $6 million a year for the naming rights at the Broncos Stadium, and there was a bunch of weed companies that, hey, we got it, $6 million a year, cash.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys
You
take
know?
cash?
Yeah,
Cool.
And they would not. They were like, nah, well, not gonna do it. So on that note, Dal, I think we
Wait, though, real quick. Wouldn't it
Yeah.
be pretty funny and maybe even highly disturbing to hear the announcer say things like, live here from Bank Bros Center? Like, can you imagine that?
They wouldn't. They would call it the BBC.
Ah, damn it.
That's what the name, because they would never say the Bang Bros Center.
I need to go announce
They're
them.
going to call it the BBC, which isn't great either. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, for sure.
Neither
Yeah.
of them are great.
Yeah, anything related to Bang Bros and BBC seems weird to me.
Yeah,
I'm kind of out.
I mean, I think it's right. It's on brand.
Yeah.
It's right on par with their brand. They're continuing along. So that's the underrated news for you today to close out the cast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show, man. Like my man in the comments said, click the thumbs up button, share it. Like Mike the Man said, get the cast out there. And I just want to say thank you again to everyone for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you listening, supporting everything we do. We will see you fools Friday.